Hello and a very good morning. Welcome to Shop on TV. I'm Hayley Green.
I'm Shaun Crawley.
Together with Shayley, but now we're Shayley Joe, because we've got Joe back with us. How are you?
Pleasure to be with you.
Great to see you, Joe.
Always great to see you, Joe. I know.
We're very European tonight, very continental.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Super excited.
Yeah.
Brand new, launching with us right now. You're the first to see it and take a look at it. It is stunning. This is our tower pizza oven, but air fryer.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's going to give you everything that a pizza oven will. Multiple settings, cooking up to 400 degrees Celsius. You've got that stone plate inside here as well. So think about getting restaurant quality pizzas. I'm going to show you why this is different to any pizza that you can cook in your oven. But then 15 additional air frying functions as well. So yes, you're going to have amazing pizza parties all summer, but it's going to be something you're going to use all the year through as well.
And it's all about the temperature, isn't it? Because you might think, oh, I could do my pizza in my air fryer, but actually it's all about that 400 degrees. Oh my word. That's hardly been in there a moment.
Yeah. When you're cooking at 400 degrees like we are here, you are talking about a pizza in around about 4 minutes. But what we've got, I want you to come in and have a little look, is on the underside you are getting that amazing cook on the crust as well. You're getting that crisp, you're getting that crunch. Now, you've got multiple functions for different styles of pizza as well. So you can cook lots of different things. Now, you get loads of accessories with this. So inside, you'll see we've got the stone plate in there. That is fundamental to cooking great pizza, because what that does is it cooks it on the bottom, it absorbs the moisture. It's essentially exactly the same environment that you've got when you are, using a commercial pizza oven.
And we've done that in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That perfect finished pizza.
Absolutely perfect.
Hayley's going straight in, look, ruining the display.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how, when you go to the proper pizza places, that's how, and you can never do them at home, can you?
You cannot. And then, of course, what you've got is you've got a recipe included as well. If you want to make your own dough, you can use fresh dough from the supermarket, frozen dough. You can even use pre-made pizzas and pop into there too. So you've got all the option depending on how much time you've got, essentially. You've then also got this, a cast iron cooking pan. So if you want to cook steaks in here at 400 degrees Celsius, a lot of us own cast iron pans to cook steaks. This is going to be brilliant for that. It's going to char, it's going to caramelize, it's going to give you amazing results.
It's a proper cast iron plate.
It is indeed. But then what we've also got in here as well is the air frying tray, and you've got loads of space as well on there. So when you want to be doing potatoes with chips with a fraction of the amount of oil, roasted vegetables, chicken goujons, when you want the crunch and the crisp, we all know why air frying is so great. This has got 15 air frying functions for you as well. Let me just show you the kind of results actually you get as an air fryer.
I mean, the most amazing pizza oven, but wait till you see it as an air fryer as well. It's a great looking machine as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. So what I've done over here is I have just done some roasted veggies, because I thought we would have some roasted veggies. And again, look at the quantity that you can do in here too. This is a lot of food. So if we're talking about doing things like chips, roasted potatoes, roast vegetables, you're going to be looking at about 1.5 kilos of food in here. So it really has got a big capacity.
Great big portions you'll be able to make in here. So not only are you going to get that perfect pizza whenever you want it, it's an air fryer that does all your air fryer favourites, including those roasted vegetables.
They smell amazing.
What a deal. It's brand new today. We'll talk about what a great deal we've got for you. The fact you can spread the cost interest-free. Pizzas, we're talking about 4 minutes, but then you've got something very special over here.
Let's go to dough, because let me
After you,
over here now. No prizes for guessing who forgot to bring their roasting dish with them and had to go and buy a disposable one at the supermarket.
Oh, bless you.
It's me, in case you haven't realised. But what I want to show you in here is how you can use this to roast as well. So what we've done is I've done, in a sort of, summery theme, I've done a really big sort of chicken kebab in here on multiple skewers as well. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Let me just pop that drawer back in, or the shelf. Now, the great thing is about this shelf, you see you've got a little handle on the front there, and that pulls in and out, so it makes it really accessible, because obviously it's a confined space. It needs to be to get up to 400 degrees Celsius, but it means you can get in and out easily. I am just going to whiz back past you here. Just
how long was that in?
Accoutrement. That was in there for about an hour on roast. But what we've then got here, as you can see,
Oh,
is
look
this
at
beautiful
that is a
my
beauty.
kebab. How incredible does that look?
And
Thing
did you
of
virtually
beauty.
put that in and walk away and leave it?
Set it and forget it, yeah.
Great
Just
stuff.
left that to do its thing. Let me just carve into this as well, just to show you what you've got in here. Because what we've got here is the most amazing homemade chicken shawarma style kebab.
Oh.
See, it is absolutely brilliant. So wonderful for these kind of jobs. Great as a compliment, or a compliment even is the word I was looking for, to your barbecue if you want a barbecue over the summer. It's the ultimate toy for the kitchen over summer, but it has the versatility that it warrants the space in your kitchen because you're going to use it all the year through.
And the other thing, great for storage as well, because it can be stored upright, the machine itself. What a deal we've got for you.
Amazing deal.
Brand new from Tower. We're so excited to bring you a pizza oven that's also an air fryer that's so versatile. It's the best price we've found on the market when we've shopped around. If you are shopping for the first time, you just need the item number. 911996 is that item number. But if you're looking elsewhere...
Well, of course, it's Tower, so you can shop elsewhere. You can go to Tower themselves, $149.99. Currys, they've got the very similar price at $149. Amazon do great prices. I've got a parcel came today. I've got another one coming tomorrow. Always check Amazon, but we've beaten Amazon at £139 and 6 pence, $129.99. And, of course, with us, you can split that cost. Free interest-free payments with PayPal. Pay in free. Be a great Father's Day gift as well, wouldn't it? If your dad absolutely loves pizzas.
And if you're spreading that cost, if there's a couple of you or 2 or 3 children in the family, you could split those
do
payments.
a payment each.
Yeah, $45.65 on your first of 3 payments. Feature packed up to 12 inches on your pizza size.
And remember, any pizza as well, whether it's fresh or frozen, or whether, you know, if you're making the dough, if you're buying the dough, we're going to show you everything you can do. But check it all out on the website. We've got loads on the website, but it is, of course, our fabulous pizza oven that will be the star of the show. But do check out as well, we've got when you are cooking, it's the prep that sometimes takes the time, and the Merlin chopper and grater is fantastic.
Yeah, we've got kitchen prep and we've got kitchen storage, all on the website, shopontv.co.uk. But we're going to start from the very beginning.
We are, indeed.
Hey.
So I just want to quickly show you what I'm using for this show. Now, there's loads of different brands of pizza dough out there. I'm using the Pizza Express branded pizza dough. It's about $2.20 to make 2 pizzas.
For 2 pizzas.
All I've done is balled that up about 20 minutes before I'm ready to use it. You hand stretch this dough as well. And I've got another one with sort of a sourdough flavoured one, which is a larger, thicker crust one. Now, it doesn't matter what style of pizza you love, whether it's Chicago, New York, Detroit, Milanese, Neapolitan,
all the Italian,
all of the different ones you can do. You have functionality on this machine to do all of those things. And then all I've done is just flatten this out on a well-floured work surface, and it's quite robust, this. You can just then use your hands, just sort of work this out. I'm not going to stretch it too thin, that's about enough. It's probably about 9 inches there. So what I'm then going to do, take some passata. It's always sort of less ingredients than you think you need with pizza. So all I'm going to do is use the back of a spoon. You want to leave yourself about ½ an inch around the outside there. And the great thing is, you know, whether you want to mix some garlic into there, you can blitz some basil with that. You could use, maybe even make like a pumpkin cream base if you want to.
You don't always like tomato base, do you? So you could use, could you do like a barbecue sauce?
Yeah, or a carbonara. You can do a pizza bianco if you want to, which is...
it's like a bechamel.
Bianco is just no tomato sauce. So it's another way of doing it. Or you can make stuff... Look, the world is your pizza flavoured oyster with this. And what you're always going to do, always cheese on first.
Right.
And then your topping. So let's do
pepperoni.
pepperoni.
Fun for the family as well. Get the kids involved.
Absolutely.
In
It's a great. They do it, don't they? Pizza parties.
Yeah.
Everybody preps their own pizza. Maybe we should do one later.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's have a party.
Absolutely.
Love a pizza. Love
and then
a
all we're
party.
going to do now.
Sounds good to me.
You love a party. All we're going to do, I'm using, this is called a peel. This is the official word for this. Now, you don't get one of these included. You can buy these pretty much everywhere. Department stores sell them on the internet, wherever you like. This is just the one that I have at home. And all I'm going to do is just take my finger.
I like
easier,
it.
doesn't it?
And take it up. And then a great thing to do is just tap it, because if you've got too much residual flour on the base, that will cause it to smoke. Now, I'm using flour here. Ideally, what I would use is semolina is the best thing to use. It's a little bit coarser, it's not as light, it just works better. And I've got my stone in here. Now, the stone inside, it will mark naturally.
Okay.
That will happen over time. It's not a problem whatsoever. All I'm going to do is pop that onto there, and that is it. I don't need to rotate it, I don't need to turn it. It's a fan-assisted oven as well, so you get that all-around incredible heat. But this is now operating at 360 degrees, so it'll go up to 400 degrees. Now,
And you can't do that in a normal oven.
that is the difference. You know, these pizzas that I'm cooking, say that they take, this dough takes about 16 minutes to cook in a regular oven. We're cooking at about 4. And it's not only that, it's the contact heat from the stone. It's how you get that spotting on the crust. You get that crisp, you get that crunch, you get the real pizzeria result. And pizzerias was, it was the first commercial kitchen I ever worked in was a pizzeria. And my first job, one of my first jobs was as a pizzaola, that's the word.
Pizzaola?
Pizzaola.
And what's
Making the pizzas.
It means a pizza chef, a pizzaola.
I like
it's a full career in Italy.
And you've gone full circle. You were
I've
making
gone-
pizzas today,
And here I am. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
here I am.
we know people that will only get pizzas from a pizza place because they don't like them out the oven, because you can't cook them the same
No,
out
it's
the
not
oven.
the same.
And you'll
And-
see that finish is so different in this.
It is indeed. I'll quickly take you through the controls if I
Yeah.
may, because it is really simple to use. I love the way that they have arranged this. So all I'm going to do is show you, you've got your high temperature settings on the bottom here. So 6 settings here. You've got preheat, roast crisper. Now this is great if you've roasted a piece of meat. Say if I wanted that piece of chicken that we just made to look like it had been on the barbecue. I want a real blackened charred.
okay.
I can use the roast crisper for that. Steak. Now this is the function that you're going to use in conjunction with a cast iron cooking dish that you're getting included. And then you've got your crust pizza, your fresh pizza, and your wood-fired pizza. These refer to your different pizza styles. In the manual, it tells you exactly what each one of those is good for. I don't want to bamboozle you with exactly what you need to be doing. I tend to use it mostly on fresh pizza, which is 360 degrees. Then what we've got are our different air frying modes. So you see here, as I move the wheel, these are your 15 different air frying modes. So everything from air fry, roast, grill, toast. I love on toast and bagel, you can even set the darkness that you want.
The brownie, brilliant.
And that's so
We've got
simple.
Bake, we can warm, we can defrost. We also have proofing here as well. So if you want to use it to rise dough, maybe you're doing
So like a proofing drawer.
buns or
Yeah,
something
some
like
Chelsea
that.
buns,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Chelsea
You've got a
buns.
dehydrate function on here. So you want to dehydrate fruits or vegetables, or you want to make biltong or jerky, you can do that. A frozen pizza function in there too. And you've also got veggies, wings, fries, and a cake
That's more
function
functions
as well.
than a regular air fryer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what you've got here is the most incredible pizza oven, but then it's also an air fryer that's got 15 different preset functions, and it's from Tower. So of course, 3-year warranty, comes with a regular 1-year warranty, but if you register online, you've got a 3-year warranty and a price you can't afford to miss out
You're
on.
going to have to eat a slice of that pizza because I need that plate back.
Okay, we can do that. We can help you
manage
with that.
And of course, you can make your own pizzas, your own style of pizza, your own recipes to your pizza as well.
Absolutely can. We'll start off
two bits.
strong with margarita, which was invented in Pizzeria Brandy in Naples, and it was for Queen Margherita of Italy. And the reason it is was invented for is because it's the colours of the Italian flag. It's red, green, and white.
Oh, he's good, you see.
Oh, there's very little I don't know about pizza.
That's because you were, what was it, a pizza?
Pizzaola.
Pizzaola.
Yeah.
Pizzaola.
I'm a pizzerita. Which is very important.
It is indeed. Isn't it amazing though?
It is
The crisp, the
absolutely
crunch.
perfect. You just can't do that in a regular oven or a regular air fryer to get
the
that
base,
base.
yeah.
The base is just absolute absolute heaven. And it's that, and that again, how long was that in there?
About 4 minutes there, yeah. So again, beautiful crisp and crunch on this one here. And again, if you want to make your own dough yourself, absolutely you can do that. Or what you can do is you can buy fresh dough from the supermarket. I love, there's a company that do frozen dough balls in the supermarket. I think they're called like the Northern Dough Co. or something like that. They're the one that I use an awful lot of the time. So simple, so easy, so fun, but really delicious.
How often do you get a pizza out the oven? And you get your
never
pizza
looks
cutter,
like that.
and it never cuts like you just cut that.
No.
You get to the middle and the middle's all soggy. So often they go really soggy on the base, don't they?
Absolutely.
And you try and cook it a bit longer, but then you overcook it and it's still soggy on the base.
Because the thing is, what you're never going to be able to get in your oven is that crisp and crunch on the outside, but that sort of soft doughiness in the centre. That's the high intense temperature that allows you to cook like that. And you know, all we've done is margherita pepperoni. You know, I've got so many different flavour combinations.
We're going to get really fancy.
Yeah. Let us know. I'm super, super busy. Know why we're busy? Because we have got the most amazing product here that's going to allow you to make the best pizzas, but at the same time, it's the most incredible air fryer. Brand new with us, brand new launch today, and super busy already.
Already massively busy. If you want to go for this, remember, it's not just a pizza oven. It's the best pizza I've tasted out of that pizza oven. But it's an air fryer as well. The fact that you've got all those different features.
There's 15 different preset functions on the air fryer. So you will use this, oh my goodness, this is going to be like your barbecue inside throughout the summer. But then you're going to use it throughout the winter for all your regular sort of foods. You're going to use this every single day of the week. There's your 15 preset functions, of course, that you can use as the air fryer in your pizza oven.
Baking, roasting, grilling, all those different features.
Even
and
a bagel, and you can actually alter it so you can judge how browning you want it. Yeah.
The toasting, it's such a versatile bit of kit. It looks great in the kitchen, and we've got a brilliant price for you. Our usual price is £200. The usual price at Tower is £200. We've got it down right now to £129.99. Tower have got it on sale at the moment at £149.99. Curry's are £149. Amazon have got a good price, but not as good as us at £129.99. And the fact you can spread the cost interest-free, so £45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free.
I think this is a great gift for the whole family, because everybody can get involved in making pizzas, can't you? And you saw that pizza dough that we had, and that's pizza dough that you can buy, or you can make your own pizza dough, but then get involved in actually making that pizza, putting your favourite toppings on. Perhaps there's things you don't like. Perhaps you don't like a tomato base. Perhaps you'd rather have a barbecue base. But stay with us. We're going to give you loads of inspiration. But that's just on the pizzas. But then it is your air fryer as well. I love the whole look of it. I think the style of it is fantastic.
And the other thing to point out is when you look at it in its profile, it's a great looking machine, but if you're thinking I haven't got space for that, it stores vertically. You can lift it up and store it vertically against your counter side if you want to. So it's there for you whenever you need it, isn't it?
You're going to absolutely love it. I think you are. Through the summer, if you've got an outdoor kitchen, you'll have this out there, won't you? Yeah. Obviously when the weather's great. But then through the winter months, you'll be using this every day of the week as well. Pizza for everybody. How many families spend a fortune on buying the proper pizzas from the proper pizza shops, because the kids won't eat anything else, because they're never the same out of the oven? I mean, how much are you spending at those pizza places? And that could pay for this and you know exactly what's going into this. It's fully fresh ingredients that you prepare. It even comes with the accessories included as well for you. Those accessories include the authentic pizza stone. That's really important to get that crisp base, to get to that temperature. That solid iron plate is really important. Well, if you want to sear your meats, it's going to allow you to sear those steaks just perfectly every single time. But then, of course, you've got your cooking tray to go in there as well to use it as your air fryer. You've got your oven rack, you've got an oven glove and tongs with this too, and you've got your drip tray included. 3-year warranty. Obviously, you register it online. It's a 1 year until you register. Then they give you an extra 2-year warranty. But just think about what you're getting here. You are getting something that's going to give you perfect pizzas whenever you want them. But then it also will be that air fryer with 15 different functions. I mean, it's absolutely
And
incredible.
all summer long, you can have that perfect pizza whenever you want it.
Or
and
perfect steak.
And it's 4 minutes for a pizza.
Yeah, that is
That's
the
what
thing.
I love. Thanks very much.
Especially when you're using fresh dough, it can take, you know, a good 15, 20 minutes to get a pizza.
And it's
4
not cooked
minutes.
like that, believe
and it
me.
is, and it's all about the temperature. This isn't a regular air frying temperature. This goes up to 400 degrees. And that's why it is the perfect pizza oven. It's all about that temperature. You can't get these results in a regular air fryer or a regular oven. But then this allows you to get those results. But then this is also your air fryer.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
so good.
Before we go any further, we're fast approaching 10% of the stock. You can see there's the combination, pizza oven and air fryer. 911996 is your item number. If you want to go for this, just $45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments on that reduced payment, that reduced price that we've got for you. You're loving it, and I'm loving that you're loving it too. That's the great thing. If you've got any messages you want to send in, you'll see there's a message board on the actual website, but if you want to email in, studio@shopontv.co.uk. We could hear your requests and your orders for pizza.
Yeah, I think we can deliver them. We'd love to deliver. But yeah, if you have got any ideas or recipes, if we've got them in the studio, we'll be able to make them for you as well. But it is the preparation that always takes a lot of time when you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And we've got something that's going to solve that problem in an instant.
Now, this is the Merlin multi-slicer. It's just £25. It's all about, as Hayley said, food preparation. It comes with the 3 different barrels included. So you've got a slicer, you've got a fine grater, and you've got a coarse grater. So much that you will do with this in the kitchen, and it's so easy to use.
So easy. Your fingers are away from any blade. So perhaps you're one that's not so good with a knife. It makes it so easy. And to grate with this as well. 2 different colour options available. You have got the white available too, but do be quick because this price at £25 is phenomenal. Whether you want to use this for cheese or veg or to making coleslaws and things like that, or whether it's for your parmesan or your biscuit bases and things like that, how quick and easy is it to use in an instant? And look, perhaps you love cheese sandwich, cheese on toast and things.
And then your courgette, things like carrots in there, prepping for salads, potato rosti, absolutely brilliant. And if you struggle with dexterity problems and your graters are a nightmare, you want to make your own coleslaw, this is going to be brilliant.
And it's a slicer as well, because I think when you see this, you think it's just
just for cheese.
It will slicely thin, slicely sort of cut as well, thin slices of your roast vegetables. Perhaps you want to do crisps, put in your air fryer and dehydrate and things like that. So it could be your veg, could be your carrots to go into a stew or into salads. Honestly, absolutely brilliant. Potatoes as well for your dauphinoise.
Just choose which colour you want, red or white. 575770 is your item number. That's another great gift. Shopontv.co.uk, always the easiest way for you to shop. And if you're adding it in with your pizza oven, it's just $8.33 on
How
your first
good
of 3
is
payments.
that?
Brilliant.
Pop it in with that pizza oven. But these are amazing as well. We've got these fantastic storage plates. Brilliant, because I don't get on now with
cling film.
No, because it doesn't cling anymore. No. It's clingless cling film. So this is a great way to store food, and you can reuse time and time again.
Yeah, now you get 2 trays for £20. They're going to keep your food more airtight, so your food's going to last for longer. You can put them in the fridge, in the freezer, in the microwave, in the dishwasher. Storage-wise, you can stack them up in the fridge as well, which I think is brilliant.
I think that's a great idea. And in the freezer as well. Can you imagine how many of us have got in the freezer loads of containers and it takes up loads of space? That is just a slither. You could put them sideways into the freezer, couldn't you?
Yeah, stand them up on their side. So you'll get 2 of the same colour for £20, 474607. You've got red, you've got grey, and you've got green. Maybe you want to multi-order and use the grey for fish, the green for
that's
vegetables,
a nice
the red for meat. Right, we're so busy.
But again, if you're putting those in, if you're spending over £30, you can split that cost with PayPal, pay in free. Check it all out on the website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you'll find everything, busy on absolutely everything. We love that chopping board set as well, so do grab that. But all there available for you to pop into your baskets. But make sure you do not miss out tonight. If you are shopping with us for the pizza oven air fryer, it is absolutely flying. Yeah, they're ordering in
Even
the gallery
the team are ordering.
tonight,
Wow.
which is brilliant. But this is why, if you have just joined us, brand new launch from Tower. This is a pizza oven, but it's also an air fryer.
And it's a really versatile bit of kit, Joe, isn't it?
We love it, Joe.
I'm so pleased that everyone loves it so much, because I think sometimes it would be very easy to look at a product like this and go, wow, and you're making a pizza, I can do that in my oven. But it is a completely different proposition. It's why you go and spend 15, 16 pounds at the pizzeria, because what this is doing is giving you all of the functionality of a commercial pizza oven, but at home, which is brilliant, because we've got a machine that operates up to 400 degrees Celsius, and that is the key difference.
Right.
You know, any kind of pizza oven, whether it's electric or wood-fired or gas-powered, it's only ready to start cooking pizza when it's at 400 degrees. And you are also cooking on that stone plate as well. And the stone plate is really important, because what it does is it absorbs the moisture, which is great. What it also does is it allows you to get that amazing bake on the crust.
And you'll see
underneath.
that the difference is incredible
Absolutely.
when you put it in your regular oven or even your regular air fryer, because they don't go to temperatures of 400
No,
degrees.
never get-
And
don't
having
get anywhere near
plate
that,
as
do
well
they?
at the base just makes it perfect every single time.
Absolutely does. So this is a sourdough style pizza that we're doing here. It is a thicker style crust. So what I'm doing is I'm just working this fine. And you don't need to be too careful with it. I think you're going to tear it or you're going to break it, and that really isn't the case. So all I'm doing is just literally stretching it out, and then once you can see here, it's a bit thick still there. So all I'll do is just put this over.
You've bought this, haven't you? You haven't.
I have bought this, and I bought this fresh as well. So I mean, you can use frozen ones. It's completely up to you. You do anything you like, whether you make it from scratch yourself. Now, the other great thing is if you do make it from scratch yourself, you've got a recipe included in the booklet that comes with the machine, and it freezes beautifully as well. So make it fresh, then
you prep
ball it up, and then freeze it.
Now, that's a
Right.
point, Joe. If it's coming out of the freezer, then
You would just fully defrost it in the fridge overnight,
Okay.
and then allow it to come up to room temperature, and then you can then start to stretch it out and create
And
your
this is
pizza.
that stone plate that you were talking about.
It is
just to show
indeed,
everyone.
yeah. That's what really makes the difference. So it's this sort of ceramic stone that you've got on there, which means that you're going to get that stone baked crust that you're after.
And remember, that will discolour as you use it as well. Just like if you've seen the proper pizza
yeah, that's a great
places,
point.
you can see that it's been
cooked on.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll
proper
be cooking
used.
on yours, I think, every day of the week. And whether that's you making pizzas or using this as a regular air fryer, remember, this is everything all in one. And I know there's so many people that would love a pizza oven, but they're expensive, aren't they, pizza ovens? And then they only do pizzas. This is a pizza oven that is so much more.
And then it's a fully functional air fryer with 15 different modes.
Yes.
You know, as a standalone air fryer, it is incredibly functional, this machine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pop our tomato sauce on there, make it yourself from scratch. It's completely up to you. What I like to do is buy the best quality Italian plum tomatoes that you can find, and then blitz those with some extra ingredients. Is a really great way of doing it. So we're going to do a roasted vegetable pizza.
This is Hayley's
And you did the
dream.
roasted vegetables in the air
We
fryer.
air fried those roasted vegetables in the machine itself.
See, this is my choice.
And then we are going to add some. We're going to do double cheese. So we're going to do mozzarella first. Now, the mozzarella I've used that comes in the water, it's got quite a high water content. I couldn't get any for this show, but there is a Neapolitan mozzarella cheese that you can buy. The name has escaped me at the moment, but it will come back to me. And they are dry pellets. You wouldn't eat them raw like this.
Okay.
But they are
for pizzas.
perfect for pizza because they don't have moisture in them, which is wonderful. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add parmesan on there, just for a bit of
really
extra
my
flavour. And this one's definitely going to have a more of a chewy, doughy sourdough crust, which is what we're after. So all I'm going to do is open this up, and then I'm going to take my peel. Now this is my peel from home that I'm using. I'm
now
just
you'd
going to
want
pop
one of
that
these,
straight on
wouldn't
there.
you? But you don't have to have one of these.
And then what we're going to do...
Yeah, find one of those if you're going to go for it. And Joe was saying to us they're really affordable, those peels, if you want to get one of those.
Just get that on there. There we go. It's
it
weighty.
doesn't want to go in.
It's a deep pan, this one.
It's a hefty
We've got a deep pan. The fact that you can do all different styles of pizza in there is brilliant, isn't it?
That's it. And even your frozen pizzas, your regular pizzas you can do, but this is really about you as well, creating those great pizzas. Got to warn you, we are so busy. You do need to check your baskets out. I think this could be a bit of a sell-out night tonight. Brand new launch, never had it before, but what you must do is check your baskets through. Getting into a situation already where so many people are ordering. Do not hesitate with this. Do not think for a minute. You are going to use this, I think, every day of the week.
It's a brand new launch with us from Tower. They bring us a great array of products, and we've also got a brilliant price available for you as well. If you're thinking, oh, I can't fit that in my kitchen, you can, because it stores vertically. You can lift it up and store it vertically. But price-wise, it should be $199.99. That's our usual price. That's Tower's usual price, but not tonight. That's why we're so busy. If you've got it in a basket, do check it out. Tower have reduced it at the moment to $149.99. Curry's £149. Amazon just shy of 140. We've got it for $129.99.
And you can split the cost with us as well. So if you are thinking this would be a great Father's Day gift, perhaps there's 3 of you, you could do a payment each. So you've got 3 payments there at $45.65. So well worth using that PayPal Pay in 3, which you can do, of course, on our website. But please, this is going to be, I think, one of the best things. Perhaps you're a family and perhaps you think, oh my goodness, I can get the kids involved with this. You can make those pizzas, or perhaps you've got fussy children, love a pizza but they don't like all the different ingredients that are normally on a pizza. It's allowing you to be so versatile. But it's not just a pizza, it's the best pizza oven, I think. 400 degrees, it's all about that temperature, but it is also that air fryer.
Yeah, and all the things you would normally do in your air fryer, you're going to be able to do in here as well. And it's a great big capacity, 18 litres, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. It is a big air fryer. And you saw how much we could do. You know, we did a lot of veg, about 1.5 kilos of chips, roast potatoes, roasted vegetables.
You can see there with the sweet potatoes, loads you can
loads on there, isn't there? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to set this machine to use with the cast iron cooking plate inside, because you are going to make the most incredible steaks in here when you're using the cast iron plate. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to place the cast iron plate onto the shelf inside. Now, in that goes, and then what we do is we close this up. And then we're going to come around to the side. We're going to press the steak function, which is this one just here. It's going to give me 2 minutes at 400 degrees. Now, I'm just going to set that timer for longer. If I was at home, I would set the time precisely. Because we're in the studio, I don't know that I'm going to get back to it at the moment it's preheated. So we just put it on for about 3 to 5 business days and we'll come back. And we'll come back with
we're rattling.
So I'm just going to put it on to just, you know, any old amount of time for now. But at home, you can set that time precisely. You'll see as well, that's gone into a designated preheat of 8 minutes. The machine knows that it needs 8 minutes to heat the cast iron plate that's inside. So after 8 minutes, we'll be able to open that up. we're going to do steak with asparagus, a lovely piece of sirloin steak in there.
I can't wait to see the steak, because you can imagine when you can sear it properly just how good
and
that's
also, steak and asparagus, we're going to need some sweet potato fries for that as well, aren't we? So that's what we're going to do in the machine at the back. I've got another machine set up over here, and then into this one, I'm just going to pop this just onto our air fry function. So in that slide, you can take that shelf out, give that a shuffle and a shake in the same way that you would if you had a drawer style air fryer. It works in exactly the same way. And then all I'm going to do here is we are just going to press reset, and what we're going to do is going to put that onto air fry. 17 minutes, 230 is the default, that's about right. It starts cooking right away. Now remember, it starts cooking right away because of course air frying, the moment you turn it on, it's cooking already.
And if you want to look inside, there's an internal light as well.
Absolutely, there is indeed.
It's always great to see in, so you don't have to open the door and let the hot air out.
This pizza, it's looking buonissimo, this one in here.
Baby.
I would say as well with this, of course, when you're using it for a pizza oven, you are going to be using more energy, 2,000 watts. Still 2,000 watts is 500 watts less, 1,000 watts less than a standard regular oven.
Our oven's 3,000.
And of course, when you're air frying, you're going to be using less than that as well. So it is widely accepted that air frying is much more energy efficient than using something like your conventional, you know, oven. And the great thing is that if you want to air fry something quickly in here, no waiting around for that to preheat. In fact, you know what? Our oven in the studio might not even be up to temperature in 17 minutes. Our sweet potato fry is going to be cooked in 17 minutes.
Ready to eat. We've got 3 times as many people now ordering as already sold. You do need to check your baskets out. Wait till you see my pizza. 3-year warranty. Don't forget, this is mine. 3-year warranty.
It's not quite done yet.
It's a sharing.
I'm going to. I've got a little bit of air in there. So
that's a nice top tip. If it starts to rise,
bubbles, just
put a little bit of air in it.
Absolutely.
Because they do sometimes, don't they, get those bubbles?
What you'll see as well is that, you know, same temperature there on both of those pizzas. Because we had a really thin crust pizza first, cooks and browns very quickly. This is a sourdough that I'm using here, dough. It's got a lot more fat in it, and you can tell it's got more fat because it's much softer and more pliable. So you see when I was stretching it, sort of contracting a bit more. But what it's doing is it's giving you a lovely deep dish style pizza. So it doesn't matter what style you love. If you want Roman style, Milanese style, Neapolitan style, Chicago, Detroit, New York, it will do all the styles for you, but in a professional way.
In a professional, perfect way. That's the great way to describe it.
Every single time. The whole family is going to absolutely love this, aren't they?
Oh, definitely. It's a gift for the whole family. It is up to 400 degrees. That's the secret, creating perfect, delicious pizzas every single time. And remember, pizza dough is widely available in all the supermarkets now.
And it's so much fun to make your own pizzas as well, but it's all about that temperature, 400 degrees. And of course, you've got as well that fantastic actual pizza stone, making sure the base is perfect, up to 12 inches, and it cooks in about 4 to 7 minutes to the perfect crust every single time. And you can create your own pizzas. All these extras as well come alongside it, which you couldn't quite believe.
Yeah, they're all included, making all your family favourites, but then the fact you can use it as an air fry to do your chips, low-fat chips, healthy chips.
There's 15 different functions, like you see air fryer, bake, you can roast in there, you can grill in there. You've got more functions, I think, on this as an air fryer than a regular air fryer. It's so versatile.
You can even use it as a proving drawer, can't you?
Yeah.
For your doughs and things.
And don't forget, it will store on its side as well. So if you do want to store it on its side, you can exactly do that. What I am saying is we're busy. You're absolutely loving it, but please do check those baskets through. It's only going to be as long as the stock is there, and it is a brand new launch. And we're approaching now 20% of a vast amount of stock. It was a launch show, so we had a nice amount of stock, but my word, it's disappeared. And this is why.
Get ready for that.
Wait till you see the results.
That is so... Oh my goodness.
Remind us what was on there.
So this was just a deep dish sourdough pizza with Mediterranean vegetables, parmesan and a little mozzarella as well, which is incredible. Now I'm just going to... I mean, I've got a pizza wheel, but I don't think my pizza wheel will go through it.
It's a bit deep for your pizza wheel.
It is.
Deep, yeah.
You need a truck wheel. Wait till... Can you hear the crisp?
Oh.
That lovely crisp finish on the bottom.
And you don't get that, do you, from when you put it into a regular oven? How often do you get a pizza out and you cut into it, it's always soggy in the middle, isn't it? The outside's crisp, but it's soggy in the middle. So you put it back in because you want to get it cooked properly.
And then you ruin it.
But then you ruin it because you overcook. Then this is... Just perfect.
We can't
we can have.
I'm just completely sidetracked by wanting to eat it. We can't even.
We can have big slices.
Doesn't know where to cut it.
I mean, look at that.
Oh yes.
Really lovely. So whether you are doing super thin, crispy Italian style, or you are doing this deep dish sourdough style
when you got friends
pizza,
round for the weekend,
absolutely.
invited someone round for dinner.
If I was just cooking this style of pizza, I would have probably reset that and done it at a little bit of a lower temperature for a little bit longer.
Okay.
So that's why I've left it on 360, so we can kind of do it as an all-rounder. But what you can do, of course, with this is really play around with it. You can also, of course, bake things
my mouth
top
water.
focaccias in here as well. If you want to, I love
rosemary and
focaccia.
salt focaccia.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
absolutely amazing. So we've gone kind of from the thinnest style to the thickest style of pizza there. So everything
extremes.
in between is going to be great.
Perfect results every
I
single
might just have a little taste
time.
of it,
I'm
just to let you
due,
know
because
that
that
it's okay.
looks
It's just going to test it for us.
amazing. I bet
It's
it's
hot,
super
Joe.
hot.
Hot.
Oh, that crust looks fantastic.
dough
It's
looks-
awful, you'd hate it.
That was mine. And of course, we air fried as well the veg that's on there. You can create your own pizzas. You can get the whole family involved in the pizzas as well. But please do not miss out. Don't forget as well, we are just showing you the Merlin. Actually a chopper, so it's allowing you just to see other items that we've got available on our website. So we've got loads of products available, so please do make sure you do not miss out. This allows you to prep all your food. It has got a coarse grater, it's got a fine grater, it's got a slicer as well. Price there, as you can see, £25. We're busy on absolutely everything, saving £9.99. And of course, put that in with your pizza oven and you can split that cost over those 3 payments. I think it works out, well, under £9. Honestly, you've got phenomenal value for money on absolutely everything. So do not miss out on other items we've got. It slices as well as actually, you know, sort of shredding if you want to do cold
blades,
saw.
3 blades included. So you've got a coarse shredder, you've got a fine shredder, and then you've got that slicer. So it's really
So you could
versatile.
be doing your cheese to go on top of your pizza. You could be, you know, doing vegetables to go into a stew, or perhaps you're making a cold slaw, or perhaps you're doing some parmesan, or perhaps you're doing a biscuit base. It's all there, ready for you to prep, which normally is the bit that takes the really long time.
Yep.
But we've got to get back to this.
Just choose your colour there, red or white, and £25 is a great
Whatever
price.
colour you fancy. Put it in your basket with this and split that cost over 3 payments. But
Now, we've had to come away from Joe.
oh my
Because
word.
this is absolutely flying. 20% of our huge summer stock has already gone. It's a brand new item today. If you want to shop for it, first of all, it's really stylish. It's a great looking bit of kit.
It looks so cool. You're going to love to serve your pizzas out of this oven to your friends and family. But it isn't just a pizza oven. It is the best pizza oven in my mind, because every pizza we're getting out is just perfectly cooked. But it's all about the temperature. We can try and do a pizza in an oven. We can try and do it in an air fryer. But our air fryer and oven doesn't go up to 400 degrees. And that's what this does. So you get that perfect finish and that perfect crust every single time. But then not just for pizzas, it also comes with a cast iron actual disc, so you can actually sear your meats, again 400 degrees, but then it's your air fryer.
And all your air fryer favourites. If you just want to do chips in there, you can do chips. If you want to do all those air fryer favourites, we love things like halloumi fries in the air fryer.
Absolutely. You can do your pork chops, you can do your lamb, you can do your pigs in blankets, but then you can do your picky bits. Perhaps you want to do loads of sausage rolls in there. Perhaps you want to do a load of chips. You've got great capacity here as well. Or perhaps it is for your roast potatoes. And the lovely thing when you're air frying, of course, it's low fat, but this air fryer is also your pizza oven. And the pizza oven comes with that amazing stone to make sure you get that perfect finish every time.
That's the other point of difference that we talk about. When we talk about the temperature, that's so important to get that perfect pizza. But the fact you've got the pizza stone included as well. That one-touch functions, 15 different functions when it comes to air frying.
Oven, roast, grill, toast, bagel, dehydrate, proofing even in there as well. Frozen pizzas, veggies, fries, wings, cake, bake, warm, defrost. It's all on your air fryer, but then your air fryer is also the best pizza. The best pizza time and time again.
Every style of pizza, that's the other thing I
I've
love
never
about
heard our gallery quite so excited as they are. They're ordering in the gallery. It's great looking. It's got a viewing window as well, which I love, because often our air fryer hasn't got a viewing window.
No, so you have to
pull it out. You have to, so you let the cold air in, so you can see what's going on in there. So if you're using it as an air fryer and you want to do your Yorkshire puddings, or you're doing you can see them rising. But don't forget, This is that pizza oven, and it's from Tower, a brand we so trust and love. Comes with a 3-year warranty, doesn't it? But we just need to register it.
Yeah, just register online. A regular 1-year warranty, and then when you register online, it extends to 3 years. To be honest, when you buy items like this in some of the electrical stores, you can pay this price for the 3-year warranty.
You can, it's so
You've
true.
got a pizza oven that will make every style of pizza, but the fact you can do a pizza for me in 4 minutes is perfect.
Yes,
We
and
were
the
talking
fact
about
we've got this deal as well. What you were talking about?
pizza parties.
Oh, pizza
I think
parties.
It's brilliant.
We
Everyone
know
prepping their own pizza.
Yeah, getting everyone involved. They can do their own pizzas. That would be great, wouldn't it? But I think that there's a lot of people out there that the kids or you will only eat the pizzas you can buy from the proper pizza places. And that's a cost, isn't it? Time and time and time and time again. Perhaps they deliver them to your door. You don't need them to deliver to your door anymore. You can buy the pizza dough. You can make your own pizza.
The other
and in
important
just
thing,
4 to 7 minutes.
you know everything that goes into this.
Yeah, so perhaps there's things you can't eat, perhaps there's things you don't particularly like. You struggle because you're not too keen on the tomato base.
Yeah.
And so you could then have like a
prefer,
barbecue or, you know,
those white sauce bases that you can get.
which we'll be doing probably tonight
yes.
as well.
Yeah, Joe's going to do one a little bit later. The fact you're going to get so much inspiration. Remember, you can buy this right now and watch the show back on our YouTube channel, and then you'll see all those different
yeah, but
recipes
buy
that
it
Joe
now
does.
because there might not be any stock available.
Buy it now, definitely.
And we've got so many people ordering. I think we've still got around about 3 or 4 times as many people ordering as stock we've already sold. This could be one of those shows where we get stuck with the stock in baskets. You need to check those baskets through. And why buy it now? Our price is amazing. If you're looking elsewhere, you can of course go to Tower, and they have got it on offer. They normally have it at £200. It's £149.99 at the moment.
At Curry's you'll find it, but it's £149, as you can see there. And also, if you want to buy it directly from Amazon, you're looking at about £140. We've got it for £129.99. £45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. Shop on tv.co.uk is the easiest way to shop, or the phone is 03333 241 241.
And think about a gift idea. Perhaps you know your dad would absolutely love this. Father's Day is coming up,
Yes,
isn't it? What a
brilliant
great
Father's
gift
Day
it is.
present.
And if there's perhaps 3 children, you could do a payment
each, yeah,
on
and
the
spread the
PayPal,
cost with
which is great.
PayPal.
What are we making next?
I've just picked some of the red onions out of our roasted vegetables. Going to do goat's cheese and red onion. And then we'll finish that off with a little bit of balsamic glaze and some fresh rocket on there as well. So again, if you want to be, you know, a bit bougie, a bit high end, you can. Or you can just go for, you know, you do ham and pineapple. I mean, I apologise to any Italians that are watching.
Don't start the ham and
Did they not
pineapple
invent the
debate.
ham?
I was
Pineapple.
in Iceland recently with
Hawaiian
an Italian
debate.
friend, and he said to me, I won't do the accent, Joe, don't tell anyone, sometimes I have a cappuccino after midday. And
Not like
we went
it,
out to a very fancy pizzeria in Iceland, and he tasted a piece of the ham and pineapple pizza, and he said, it's absolutely delicious, don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone I'm
Love it.
Italian.
It doesn't matter. You can have whatever pizza you
up to
want.
you,
can make
yeah.
whatever pizza you want. Get
No
the whole
judgment here.
family involved in making pizzas. If you want, what's this called again?
A peel.
A peel.
Peel.
Peel,
If you want
yeah.
a peel, you can buy them all and everywhere. They're around about £10.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I
They
think I'll
are,
probably
and
buy
again,
one.
the great thing is if you
need-
don't have one, remember that the shelf pulls in and out, so you can pull the shelf out with a
so-
stone on.
Oh, right.
Pick it up and put it on there, and then cook it. You can use it without. I just think a little bit
It
of
looks-
flair in the
the
kitchen.
full-
You
very-
wanna make
yeah.
sure you look like you know what you're doing,
Yeah,
don't
it's
you?
a bit cool.
Let's go back down that end, because what I want to do is just grab our steak and asparagus, because this machine down here, I know it is now heated up enough for us to start cooking on here.
So all
what
these
we've
extras. So you got the pizza stone. What have you got on this one?
this
the
is
cast
that
iron?
cast iron plate that's in
And
here
they
at the
all
moment.
come with
so
it.
it's going to be very, very hot. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this out, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to pop my steak onto there. So on this goes.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's what you want.
Look at that.
Look at that.
And then what I'm going to do is just pop that back in, and then what I'll do is pop that on. Now that is only going to be in there for seconds, and then I'm going to take that back out and flip that over. So,
Okay.
because it is super, super hot. We're talking, you know, real high.
And that's what you're meant to do with a steak, isn't it? You're meant
Yeah.
to sear it.
So you can see here, let's take that out. Let me just grab some tongs.
That
look.
is incredible.
Because what we're
This is-
using here is the
this is
temperature of
food
the
heaven.
iron plate to cook the steak. So, I mean, a steak like this is going to take about 2 to 3 minutes in here because look, turn it over and
look at that
the
finish.
result that you've got.
Look at that!
I mean, I could probably cook it with the door open. You're not going to do this at home, but it's the temperature, the residual temperature in the cast iron plate that is making all the difference because cast iron, of course, retains temperature.
It holds the heat, doesn't it?
unlike anything you've seen. So
Well, that's like when you go to those restaurants, for us, it was in Portugal, steak on a stone. You
Yeah,
cooked it
yeah.
steak on a stone.
Way, you
Yeah.
see?
But when you do steak, you'll always use a cast iron pan, won't you? But that is so easy. How many of us have really struggled with getting a steak perfect? That is, again, doing all that hard work for you because it's at that right temperature. The
And
machines
imagine
put it at
doing
that right
sizzling
temperature.
fajita vegetables.
How-
Imagine doing a lot of sort of beef in there and taking it out and pouring a lot of black bean sauce on it at the table so it all bubbles and sears up. You know, what the options that you've got with this are quite incredible because we don't ordinarily have an opportunity to cook at these kind of temperatures at home in our own kitchen because normally we only get this in commercial kitchens.
Yeah.
So it's if you're someone that really loves your cooking, this is going to be such an exciting piece of kit for you to own.
It really is. I think it's great for families. I think it's great. Perhaps you often have friends coming round for dinner. How exciting would it be to actually be cooking like this?
This is such great entertaining cooking,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is.
Yeah, it really
Absolutely.
is.
And
Oh,
we're
I'm
massively,
I'm having so much fun down here. I forgot me pizza.
What about the pizza?
Brand new launch. It is a pizza oven that is an air fryer that sears your meat. It's all about the temperature. It's all about the results. Was I just hearing stock is going very
You
quickly?
were a quarter of the stock now in
Wow.
baskets and checking through. If you've got it in a basket, don't hang around. This is a great bit of kit that you will love. Confirm
And
your
so
orders.
many of you have got it in baskets. Don't leave it too late on into the show. You know what happens when we have a brand new launch. So often we get to a situation where we've got more people ordering than stock is actually available. We have a system that it's hours until you check your basket through. So you might be quite happy and think it's in my basket, it's mine.
Watch a bit more cooking.
Yeah, but then you could press checkout and it says, sorry, sold out because someone's already got it. Check your baskets through. You are going to use this, I think, every day of the week. Not for pizzas. You'll use it often for pizzas. But, of course, it is as well for your air frying. 15 different air frying functions.
Yeah, but pizza time, I think, is our next
But
pizza.
pizzas are amazing.
Oh, look at
So this is our red onion and goat's cheese on here. Goat's cheese doesn't melt, by the way, so that's why it can look a little bit dry. This one. But what we're going to do is we're going to add some fresh rocket onto there. Or, if you're Italian, rucola.
Ricola.
Rucola. My favourite Italian food word is zenzero.
Oh,
It's
what's
what?
that?
Zenzero.
What's
that mean?
Ginger.
Zenzero.
Zenzero. And then what we're going
like
to do is
it.
going to put a little bit of balsamic glaze just over that as well. Just to finish that off.
You see
Yes.
now,
I'm just going to flip that steak over
Yes.
one.
now I'm sort of
He's everywhere.
I love that
changing,
this-
but I think that's my favourite now.
I love that this
Yeah.
steak has continued the cooking the whole time down here. We're going to take that steak out.
Oh, that's
well,
steak.
let me just
And those
get
tongs come along, you get tongs alongside it as well. With all your extras, you've got the stone, the pizza stone, you've got the cast iron stone, you get tongs, you get an oven glove as well, and then you get the tray to do all your actual air frying. Look, it never cooks like that in a regular oven.
No, never.
Look at what you've got,
Look
that
at that
beautiful base under there as well.
Oh,
And that again is all about the temperature, and it's all about the actual stone.
It's
isn't
the
it?
condition because what the stone does, of course, we've got the temperature of the oven itself, but the stone, of course, has absorbed the heat. The stone is also absorbing the moisture and taking the moisture out of the atmosphere, so it's working the exact same
going in
way
for the biggest slice.
that a commercial
I'm actually
pizza oven
shaking
does.
because I'm quite excited about this.
Are you? Is this the one that you'd order?
Oh, yes.
She would
Yeah,
order
this
it.
is
Hayley
what
would
I'd
order
order.
this one.
This is going to go all over my face. I think.
Careful, careful.
I burnt my lip on that vegetable when I took
You
it
were
earlier,
straight
by
in
the way.
there. Some of it dropped down your cleavage then, a bit of rocket, I think.
I'll have that later.
You can say that.
Perhaps in bed. Oh, that.
My word.
Delicious, right?
Those onions are
Really?
just delicious. And with the goat's cheese, I will share it with you, Shaun.
Will
I'll
you,
save
though?
you that onion bit.
I don't think so. Now, I think we ordered sweet potato fries with this, Joe.
Don't worry.
Oh,
Sweet potato fries are here, and they are perfectly crispy.
That is so good, honestly.
Look at how evenly this
they're
cooks as an air fryer. I only give that one shuffle all the way through cooking as well. For my next trick, I'm going to get all of those in there.
Go, go, go. Look at that. Good work, good work.
And again,
of course, you get this tray as well. Oh, look at those.
Let me just grab the last of those out of there, and then I'll crack one of these open for you.
You can fit so much in it, can't you?
You can indeed.
So our pizza oven is an air fryer that's got 15 different air frying functions that cooks like this.
Really
and allows you to
crispy
cook so much or so little, or depending on what you're cooking.
All the way through as well. A great result. And remember, 15 dedicated functions for using this as an air fryer.
Which is more than a lot of the regular air fryers.
Absolutely, indeed. Should we cut into that steak as well? Because I feel like we're going to pop those. We'll pop those fries on the side of our steak.
I'll take one just to try.
So let's just grab those. And I'll just do with you, and I'll cut into this steak.
Now, I do love sweet potato fries, but I really, really struggle.
They're always soggy.
To actually get them crisp on the out. Have one of them. They are crispy. They're crispy on the outside. They're gorgeous.
They're ready for this.
So let's just show you the steak, because what we've done is cooked this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Joe, that looks
That's
great.
perfect.
I mean, as a machine that cooks steak, what an incredible
So our pizza
result.
oven, which to me is like the best pizza oven, is now the best steak cooker and one of the best air fryers.
Is that,
with
that
all
is
those
are
different
you right? I've never seen it look like that. Let me just put a little bit of salt on that steak.
It's like the best food show we've done.
It is, isn't it?
Cooking all of our favourites.
Do you want me to just?
I'd like a little taste.
I'll just cut this into bite-sized portions for you, and then you can have a little cut. Let me just cut another slice of that as well, just so you see.
Cutlery.
Again.
They're saying in my ear, open the drawer. There's 12 drawers. Which drawer? I don't know which drawer. Oh, no. Which drawer?
These two have lost their mind.
Yeah, I found them here.
Are you right?
It's not in a drawer.
They've gone carb
It's
cooked
your
food is
fault.
what they've done.
See what you've done to us.
Honestly, you are going to absolutely love this. If you struggle with steak, remember you've got the cast iron at your plate that will sear. Can you remember when we put that steak in and it seared it like you would not believe? That steak will be.
Do you know what I love about cooking on cast iron, and what we demonstrated there with that is we left the door open, the machine. Once we'd heated it up, we turned the machine off. It was a residual heat from cast iron, and that is what it does for you. How do you think, of course, they get incredible results when it comes to cooking steak in restaurants? It's all about the temperature. If they're using something like a salamander grill, with this you have all the options. Look, if you want to just bake something, or roast something, or grill something, or air fry something, you can do that. You don't need to go all bells and whistles and fancy and all of that. If you want to use it in a more simplistic way, of course you can, but I love the fact when you do want to get a bit creative with this, you really can.
You really,
so versatile.
really
it really
can.
is.
It truly is like having Joe in your kitchen. You've got a chef in your kitchen. You've got a machine that's going to give you restaurant quality food. And whether that is pizzas that you want or whether that is that perfect steak, but then it will be your air fryer. And you might just want to air fry cheese on toast. You might just want to air fry some fish fingers for the kids or put camembert in there. Or you might just want to do some starters like some Chinese starters or some sausage rolls. But honestly, you have got the most incredible machine that I think will change your kitchen completely. All of a sudden you have got a machine that will every time give you that perfect pizza base.
I think it'll change the way you cook, and that sounds quite dramatic, doesn't it? Because the pizzas are perfect, but it does so much more. That steak was superb. And if you've ever been to one of those restaurants where they do steak on a stone, you can leave it on as long or as little as you like, so it's perfectly cooked for you. But then you're going to use it to air fry, to bake, to roast. We saw that chicken kebab that Joe did at the beginning.
Well, there's 15 different preset functions for your air fryer. Then you've got your preset functions as well for your pizza oven. It's really easy. It's one-touch controls, and it's from Tower. Tower just know what we want in a kitchen, and they know to design things that is ease of use. We know, I think you'll instantly understand this as soon as you get it out of the box. Great looking, and it is stunning looking, which I know isn't really always important, but I think for a lot of us in a kitchen, to have something that looks good, and that steak looks good. The food looks amazing, doesn't it?
And the taste is glorious. Honestly, everything we've tried, from the steak to the sweet potato fries, I said about chicken kebab, but then all the pizzas. Remember, perfect pizza, whatever style of pizza that you like to cook, and you're looking at about 4 minutes for a pizza.
Yeah, and you can do your own base. You can make your own pizza base. You can buy those pizza bases, create your own pizzas, and get the whole family involved. Have a pizza party. You will absolutely be blown away with the results, because the results are like the proper pizzas that you buy from a pizza place, which you can never create. Look, you can never create, can you, that at home? I think for lots of us, I do struggle in the kitchen. I find the kitchen sometimes a little bit intimidating, whereas this is going to allow you to so easily get something in your kitchen that's going to help you become, I think, that better cook. Because those pizzas were perfect every single time. Joe's here, there and everywhere. He's got 3 machines going. He's not watching that pizza cook. He just knows that the machine is going to do it beautifully. And then he did that steak, and as soon as the machine, knew how long it needed to heat that base, and then as soon as you put that steak on, it seared perfectly. How many steaks have you ruined because you've put it in the pan too early and then it's not seared properly, and then it's always a little bit chewy? You need to sear it. Honestly, that result on that steak was phenomenal. But then there's an air fryer, and we all, I think everybody, an air fryer, to me, every kitchen should have, because an air fryer is quite life-changing. But this is an air fryer that has 15 different preset functions. So it's actually going to allow you to air fry absolutely what, and it's even got a proofing function. Perhaps you do like to create your own sort of Chelsea buns and things. I mean, you use yeast and you need things to rise. You've got a proofing setting in those air frying settings, a dehydrate, and you've got all the regular. If you just want to do cheese on toast, if you just want to do fish fingers for the kids, it will be the best cheese on toast, and it will be the easiest fish fingers. But actually, I think it will make you more creative. I think all of a sudden, when you've got something that makes the job a joy, and it will be a joy, you'll be more creative, and you will absolutely use this, I think, every day of the week. I think through the summer, on those days where you wanted to have a barbecue and then the weather turns a bit rubbish, this is going to be your indoor sort of barbecue. Or when the friends and family, get that pizza and then put that steak in and put those kebabs in, it is going to be phenomenal. But you are going to use this every season, every day, every week, every month. Every kitchen, I think, should get one. We've got so many people ordering now. You desperately need to check those baskets through. It's our launch, and we always have amazing launch shows. And this isn't even a 24-hour offer. It's a launch special. We had a vast amount of stock, but that stock is depleting really quickly. It certainly is.
It's absolutely flying. So many of you have got them in baskets right now. If you want to make sure that you get hold of it, you've got to confirm your order and check that basket through. Don't miss out. A product launch, and it's the best price we could find on the market. Our usual price, close to £200, and that's Tower's usual price, to be honest. They normally sell it at £199.99. They've got it reduced at the minute down to £149.99. Currys have got it at £149. Amazon just under £140. But we're beating all of those places for a machine that is so versatile. £129.99 comes down to £45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free PayPal.
And what a great
payments.
gift, perhaps, for a dad. It's Father's Day soon, and perhaps if there's 3 children, you could do a payment each, and that would be a brilliant gift. We've got other items available. We're going to step away from that just for a moment because we are so busy, and you must check your basket through. I know we're super excited tonight.
We are a bit.
And I know you are as well. So many of you with this in baskets. Please check your basket through. But whilst you are shopping, and of course you've got PayPal, well worth looking at the other items.
Yeah, we've got great kitchen prep and great kitchen storage. The Merlin multi-slicer that we've got for you. This is great if you struggle with handheld graters, because you feed it all through the top of the tube and you just turn that handle around. Now, it's available in red, as you just saw, or white. light. You can do things like nuts that you see here for desserts. You can do biscuit bases. If you buy it just as a cheese grater, it's perfect. And all your different kinds of cheese.
It's super fast or great. It will slice, it will shred. So whether you want to do, like we're seeing here, vegetables, and whether you're creating, you know, a recipe, or whether you're creating a beautiful salad, or whether you're doing a really nice pasta dish, or whether you're doing stews, but then whether you're doing a biscuit base, this is going to allow you to do all of those. But don't forget, it also slices, and slices beautifully thinly.
And you've got that safety guard that you see there. Use the safety guard just there and just push it down. It's not that you're forcing it down. As you turn it, it literally does all the work for you.
And the nice thing is, it means as well, if perhaps you're not particularly great with a grater, or when you get to that last bit of cheese, you either grate your fingers or you eat it. It allows you, of course, to actually get down to the right last bit of that cheese. It allows you not to have to get anywhere near the blades because of the safety guard there, and it cuts, look how perfectly, because so often we eat with our eyes, and when it's cut just beautifully perfectly, it looks so more appetizing. But actually, when you are cooking things like potatoes, if you are doing dauphinoise and things, you want them to cook at the same time, and if you're cut in big chunks and thin
they need
chunks.
to be even, don't they?
Yeah, and it does cut evenly every single time.
Now, it comes with the three cones that you see there, those interchangeable. You've got a coarse blade, you've got a fine blade, and you've also got a slicing blade. Those little barrels just interchange, they go but inside, depending on what you're using it for.
And then it does suction down onto your top as well, so it's nice and sturdy for whilst you're turning that handle. It's been so popular and such a great price at £25. And if you split that cost with PayPal, if you're putting it in a basket with something else, as soon as you spend over £30, if you're buying our Tower pizza oven air fryer, put that in the basket with it, and it will split that cost over those three payments.
Yeah, to be about £8.33 on your first of 3 payments if you're adding it in with the pizza oven. There's your white option. White or red are your options. 575770 is your item number there. We also want to show you food storage as well, because these trays are brilliant. Like you always say about cling film.
It doesn't cling anymore, does it? Why do we call it cling film? It's non-clingy, and you can only use it once.
Use, yeah.
You throw it away, and we don't want to throw away. You reuse these time and time and time again, and you can put awkward shapes in them. You can put these in the fridge, put them into the freezer. They are brilliant for storing, aren't they?
Yeah, it just seals over the top, so you've got great for airtight storage. They go in the fridge, in the freezer.
So it's keeping things fresher for longer, bacteria-free as well, and it's keeping your food airtight. And like we're saying, you can use them too in the microwave and things. It's so super versatile. But you're not throwing foil away, you're not throwing cling film away. You are reusing these time and time and time again. But I love the fact that they're space-saving, so you can stack these in the fridge. And you can stack them on the side in the freezer.
Yeah,
as well.
stand them up. Yeah, so for storage, absolutely brilliant. You do get 2 for £20, and using them time and time and time again.
And that what blew me away is they will actually...
They stretch, don't they?
Stretch. And then when you run them just under
hot water, they go back, yeah.
They go back to being
so they don't
brand
go
new
saggy.
again. Isn't that clever? So you can, whatever shape, doesn't matter, you just run them under hot water, and then you'll go back to using them again for something else. They are absolutely brilliant.
And you'll get 2 of the same colour in each pack for £20. 474607.
Multi-order, and you might want to keep the red for meats and the green for veg and
the grey for fish, things such as that. But we've got to get back to our pizza oven.
What we've got left of our pizza oven, which you absolutely love.
What a launch!
I'm gonna make my absolute favourite one. So I'm gonna do the sort of deep crust sourdough.
Okay.
Again, I have dropped the temperature down on the oven this time though, so I've gone for 330. So what I'm gonna do, all I've done is hit reset, and then I've hit crust pizza, and that's all I did. And then basically,
there's a great instruction
it's
book as well,
preheated, and once it's finished preheating, it beeps at you and lets you know that it's time to add the food. You know that because it says add in. Very simple and straightforward. And then this one, we're going to do andouille, which is a spicy sausage paste. It's spicy.
I never knew how to say that.
It's not called nudja.
And how do you say andouille?
Andouille.
Andouille.
Yeah, it's a
I can say that to
Calabrian.
you if I got me zipped. Will you undo you?
That was very good.
Yeah.
Well done. You're improving.
Doesn't do me really. But,
I can undo you if you're asking.
I've also I'm blushing. I've also
Carry on with your undo.
I'm sorry, Joe. Carry on.
I am also going to add some burrata onto this when it comes out as well. So burrata, like really soft mozzarella cheese. So in here, what we are now going to do is this has been sat on the surface a little while, so it's going to be a little difficult to pick up, but we should be able
Look at that. He's a professional.
And then
Absolutely.
I'm just going to...
And you'll feel like a professional when you've got this machine at home, because wait till you see this pizza and the result.
And in that goes. Now remember, you can do up to a 12-inch pizza in here, so that is a really good size, which is awesome. So you can get loads in this, which is amazing. Can we do-si-do? Because I want to show you some other things.
Let's do it.
Because I've got loads of things planned. I'm getting so excited and carried away that I'm not going to get to all of my demos at this rate. So what I want to do is show you something else that I love to air fry. Barbecue chicken wings is what we've got here. Really easy and simple to do.
And
all
so
I'm going to
affordable
do,
as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
throw these into the air fryer. It feels weird calling it an air fryer.
It's
a pizza oven, but it is air frying as well. Now remember, 15 dedicated functions when you use this as an air fryer, which is just brilliant. The other thing is most air fryers will only air fry up to 200. This air fries at 230 degrees. So it gives you even more options. Let's just change the time on here to, we'll go 26 minutes. I'm going to take it down slightly on the temperature. Let's take it down to 210, and then I'm just, all you do is hit the wheel. And that is it. I won't do anything
And that's
with
instant
those
heat,
now.
isn't it? That's going to start cooking
I might just turn them over about halfway through cooking.
Okay.
That's really all I'm going to do. We're going to do some baking in here as well. So what I've got here is some cookie dough. So all I've done... Do you like a cookie?
I love
Yeah.
Do you?
Oh, gosh, yeah. If anybody else gets one of those, that'll be amazing. He loves a cookie.
These are some cookies in here. I've used a shop-bought dough. You can make the dough yourself. It's completely up to you. And warm... I love a cookie, but a warm cookie straight from the oven. Oh, it really is. And remember, the other thing with this that I love is this is actually already on 12 minutes now, so I'm going to pop this into here for 12 minutes at 180. But you can actually set the timer so it will turn itself off once it's finished cooking, which I just find really handy.
Great.
I know you can do that with an oven, but I can't do that with my oven.
Would you know how to do that on our oven?
When my housemate first moved in, I was like, what is that beeping noise? She's like, oh, it's a timer on the oven. And I was like, there's a timer on the oven.
Says the chef.
There's a timer on the oven.
Love it.
I was like, what do you mean you don't take your dinner out and then realise 40 minutes later that the oven's still on? Everyone did that.
I'm massively busy. Those cookies reminded me of your niece, and she used to make that cookie dough and freeze it, didn't she?
Yes,
and then just get it out of the freezer, cut the bits
just
off,
slice a bit
and
off,
then, like you say, a warm cookie.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing
When
better.
friends come round for 11s.
Nothing better.
Nothing better. Massively busy. I'm so pleased you've absolutely loved this, and I'm not surprised. This is a pizza oven. That's the most amazing pizza oven that gives the perfect results and the perfect pizza base and the perfect crispiness, but is also, well, incredible for searing steaks, again, because of the second plate, but then it's an air fryer.
It's such a spectacular bit of kit, and it's great looking as well. The machine itself, the design is brilliant, and if you look at it, and I don't want you to think, oh, well, I can't fit that in my kitchen, because the other great thing is, storage-wise, it stands up, and it's got a little handle on, so it vertically stands. It looks great, as I say. It's a pizza oven, an air fryer. It takes an 18-litre capacity when we're talking about air frying, and if you're talking about your pizzas, 12-inch diameter.
Which is incredible, isn't it? And it means as well you can do your pizzas from scratch. You can get the family involved, the kids involved with creating a pizza, but you will get that turbo crisp base. And a pizza, it's the only place I've ever eaten, or the way I've eaten a pizza that tastes like it's out of the pizza place.
The proper pizza oven.
That we're cooking at home. And it's all about that temperature. It's all about the fact this goes up to that 400 degrees, which a regular oven, a regular air fryer won't do. But a pizza oven has to do to get those great results.
And very importantly, it comes with the pizza stone as well to get that perfect finish on the base. It comes with 5 high temperature programs that Joe was telling us about: the roast crisper, the steak searer, the crust pizza, the fresh pizza, the wood-fired style of pizza, and then you've also got your 15 air fryer modes
Which is
on there
amazing.
as well.
There's oven, there's roast, there's grill, there's toast, there's bagel, there's proofing even on there. Frozen foods, cake, so you can bake, you can warm, you can defrost, you can dehydrate. It does virtually all of
Does a
everything.
lot.
Yeah, it really does. It's such an incredible piece of kit, because what it means is that over this, look, you know, pizza's not just for summer, it's for all year round. We know that. But let's face it, the kind of get-togethers that we have where we're going to have like a pizza pie, it's over the summer, isn't it? It lends itself to that style of cooking. But what it means is that you're not just investing in a unit that you're only going to use June, July, August. It's a full standalone air fryer with 15 different settings. You've got all of the opportunity that having the cast iron plate and, you know, sealing and searing steaks. There's a whole host of different meats that you cook with that.
Yeah,
Think about doing char-grilled vegetables on there if you want to. You've got so many opportunities to create delicious things with this, which I think is amazing. Let's have a little look at
when
this
we say
pizza.
delicious things.
Look at this.
There's another
I love
delicious
it.
thing coming out. That's
And
your pizza stone in
look
there.
how
Oh,
deep-
wow.
What you can see here is I am going to just spin this around and we're going to pop this back in because it does need a little bit longer. But you can really see the difference in the mode, can't you? So you know when you're cooking on the regular fresh pizza mode, now we're cooking on our crust pizza mode. So yes, it is taking a bit longer, but we're kind of having that real
It's still only
lovely
minutes,
deep dish
isn't it?
pizza. It is. I reckon it's going to be about 10 minutes, 12 minutes on that mode. So it's completely up to you. But what you have is the opportunity to do everything from the thinnest, crispiest pizza right up to really thick.
Can you imagine a
thick
kid's
dish
party
pizzas.
and you bringing these pizzas out rather than the regular flat?
Well, they're like
soggy
those
pizzas.
real designer artisan pizzas,
Yeah, they aren't they?
And when you buy
Let's go
those
for a little walk
pizzas,
there.
we having a little one.
Have a little mooch.
When you buy those pizzas at festivals, what are you doing?
A little walk like you.
All right then. If we have to. 3 for it.
You've got flour all over your
got
back.
flour. How have you
Someone's
managed
been
that?
touching me.
You have. On your bottom as well. Wasn't me. I haven't got floury hands. Where were we?
We were talking about how much those pizzas cost if you're at a
Yes.
festival.
Yeah.
How much are they? Like 10
About £14.
Are they
for an individual
14? I was thinking
pizza.
about a tenner.
Yeah.
And if you were
Wowza.
having a kids' party and you're going to buy pizzas in, how much would that cost?
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you could create
But
your own.
there'd be nothing.
They're never as
like
good. When you
this.
buy them, you haven't
No.
delivered. Now, we have, I think, I did a pizza pilgrimage about 4 years
you
ago
did.
to Naples. So, right, it was over the pandemic. You know, when things opened up briefly in
yeah.
July,
Right, yeah.
the day it opened up, I flew to Naples. Everyone said, whatever you do, don't hire a scooter in Naples. First thing I did, hired a scooter in
Traffic in
Naples.
Naples,
Whizzed
wow.
around Naples, up and down the Amalfi Coast, and I went to all the pizzerias that I'd read about over the years.
Brilliant.
So, Pizzeria Michela, Pizza Brandy, nearly glitched. L'Antica Pizzeria di Michele was the best one, incredible. Pizza Brandy, Sorbio, I went to all of them. And when I came back, I went to a pizzeria in Manchester that is meant to be good. And I'll tell you what, there wasn't much in it.
Okay.
But this is a very long-winded story to tell you this next bit.
I might have to go for another walk.
Think that
You haven't laid down.
you ready?
I'm just going for another walk.
What I was gonna
Have you
say
finished
is-
yet?
What I was going to say is a really great pizzeria in Manchester I sometimes order in from, but you have to turn your oven on and reheat them at home. They're never the same, they're just a bit
That's it.
soggy.
At the end.
So true.
not ready.
I think when you've got a
that killed a bit of
pizza in
time. There we go.
regular oven, they're always soggy, aren't they? They're never crisp all the way through. Oh, my word. Wait till you see not only the top to this pizza, but the bottom to this pizza.
Oh, it's bubbling.
Oh, that is absolutely... Oh, I think this is now my favourite. What was this one? This was the spicy sausage, wasn't
The
it?
Nduja, yes.
Do you?
Nduja.
Nduja.
Indeed. So what I'm going to do is we will cut into that. But what I want to do is I thought a nice way to finish this would be with some
Oh, you were saying...
burrata would be a really
soft
nice way. So
cheese.
all I'm going to do is take this. Now burrata is like a really soft mozzarella from Puglia. So we're just going to take a little bit of that
Wow.
and pop that onto there. It's actually, it's about the same amount of calories as mozzarella cheese, but that is incredible. Really, really lovely, really delicious. And you put it on cold when it comes out.
Every time you bring one out.
Oh, every time my mouth is watering.
The other thing that I was meant to bring from home with me to finish it off, a little bit of hot honey over that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of hot honey would finish that beautifully.
We had hot honey a bit back. Because I looked it up to see what there was the difference with the hot honey.
It's just got chilli in it. So yeah, you just heat the honey gently with some chili flakes is how I would make my own at home. And then it just got honey with a bit of kick to it. Nice. The honey just cuts through the spiciness of the andouille. So let's just cut into that.
Oh, I mean, can you hear that crispiness?
And then
so crisp. The base is like.
They're never like that. They're always soggy in the middle. Look at that. Oh my word. Now that is definitely go down my front if I eat that one.
Can you see?
Isn't it? That looks absolutely.
It does look great, doesn't it?
Amazing.
And again, achievable, easy to do. I'm using a shop-bought deep pan sourdough, and then what I'm doing is just stretching it by hand, putting it in here with all ingredients that you can find in the supermarket. You can create your own artisan pizza moments at home so easily and so simply.
And get the kids involved. You could be doing little pizzas, big pizzas up to 12 inches.
Cut it in half again.
Do you want half again?
Half each.
Yeah.
That's going to go all over us at that size.
Do you want a little plate? I think I've got some little plates.
I know. Well,
that'd be nice.
That's be posh, wouldn't it?
Right, you stay there. I'm going to get you little plates.
But look, I mean,
My
look
mouth
at
is
it.
watering. Oh.
The dough is perfect.
You can't get that result, can you, out of a regular oven? Even a regular air fryer. I think air fryers are better at doing things like this, but remember, this is your air fryer as well. But this goes up to 400 degrees, and it has the pizza actual plate as well, the pizza stone. And that's why...
Look at it smoking.
Oh, are you going to be able to eat that?
I want to go straight in.
Oh, don't burn. Oh. I can hear the crispiness.
It's good, isn't it?
And that... What was the dough you used for this?
It was a sourdough. So again, it was a shop-bought one, a deep pan sourdough. Really, really good.
That andouille is like...
Yeah.
Andouille. Gosh, that was full spectacular performance there from you. My word.
Gone a bit Nigella Lawson on this, haven't you?
Oh my word.
Isn't it good?
Now this is my favourite.
Now the creamy burrata with the spicy andouille.
That works so well. Wait till you taste it, but it's the base as well. It's not just the topping.
Look at that.
It's the actual base that is that crisp. It's just perfect. I can imagine going like you were saying to the best pizzeria, and you getting a better result at home.
I think Joe thought he was out of shot then.
I was actually the best there. I haven't got anything down the front.
Well, not that we can see.
Good, isn't it?
That's so
Look at
good.
this. The dough on it is perfect.
You know what we need though?
Oh.
We need dessert.
Yeah, we need a dessert, Joe.
No, we've got cookies in
This
the
is
oven.
the least we've spoken through a show tour. The food, honestly. But remember, not only will this create the best pizzas, it is your air fryer with 15 different functions, but it also has a plate.
Look how great looking it is.
That you can put in, like a cast iron plate, that will actually allow you then to sear your meats. Oh my word, but we've baked now. You've lost us.
And we've baked as well. So we've done our cookies in here. Now, the thing to bear in mind with cookies, they need a little bit longer. Now, if you like a warm cookie dough with ice cream on top, this is what you do now, because cookies, they don't actually harden. Biscuits don't firm up until they cool down. So if you just cook it and then eat it like this with a scoop of ice cream on, that's how you get that lovely warm cookie dough.
That was one of the desserts in America that was an absolute fortune.
Yes, in that restaurant.
Absolute fortune. We ordered it. It was like a big cookie.
It was a sharing one.
It was a sharing one with the... oh my God, it was so expensive, wasn't it?
Bonkers. But you're going to get that same result yourself.
Honestly, the crust is so good, I could just do the crust.
Yeah. I know, normally you leave the crust, don't you?
Just eat that.
No, the
it
crust
is so good.
Also, make yourself a little...
super busy.
Make yourself a little bit of homemade dip as well.
Ooh,
Blitz some garlic with some chives and mix that with a little bit of mayonnaise and also loosen up a little bit of yogurt. And you know the sort of big dip that the takeaway chain does? You can make those yourself at home really quickly and really easy.
You're telling us about something we could have had.
Or what you can do is make yourself a nduja mayonnaise or an nduja aioli to go with it. So the smoky, spicy nduja, mix that with aioli, and then that's also another great crust dip.
Nice.
Loads of things. Pesto is another thing.
Oh, I've never. Yeah, that'd be lovely as well.
Oh yeah, as a dip, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? The
my
fact we've
word.
got this at such a great price, it's a launch show that we're bringing you right now. A pizza oven that is affordable, but isn't just a pizza oven.
Now, a pizza
great
oven,
thing.
it's all about the temperature, and a proper pizza oven has to get up to 400 degrees. If you go to a place where they make pizzas, their ovens will go up to 400 degrees. This does exactly
And the
that.
stone, obviously.
Yeah, with the stone. And then, of course, you've got your second stone, which is that fantastic actual cast iron stone that will allow you to sear it. We seared a steak like you would not believe. But then it's an air fryer with 15 different functions. I've never known one piece of kit in the kitchen do so much.
No, and 15 different preset programs set the time and temperature. It does it for you. You're seeing there that you're also going to use less energy on a lot of the functions, saving up to 70% on your energy, depending on what function you're using, because it cooks quicker. A pizza in 4 minutes. That deep pan pizza that we just had was spectacular.
That was absolutely amazing. And how much would you spend on buying a pizza like that? If you were buying pizzas in, you can get them delivered. And a lot of people, and we know a lot of families, that the kids won't eat regular pizzas. They don't want a pizza from the supermarket. They want a proper pizza. They want that named pizza. And it can cost an absolute fortune.
Large pizzas can be over £20 for one pizza. If you're at a show or a festival or an exhibition, it can be £15 for a little artisan pizza, can't it? The fact that you've got a machine where you can make, and the quality, honestly, is what you will be blown away
I mean,
by.
I hope you're. I know you're seeing it, but we're tasting it. But then this pizza oven has a cast iron plate that allows you to sear a steak, and we saw it as soon as you put it on. The actual oven knows how long to heat the plate up for, and then it tells you to put the steak on.
There is a preheat, isn't there, when you
and as soon as you put that steak on, it was just, oh my word. And this is very visual as well, isn't it? So if you've got friends and family round, it's an exciting way
It's
to cook,
great,
isn't it?
entertaining cooking, isn't it? It makes cooking an event in your home. If you want to go for it, now is the time. So many of you going for it. 911996 is the item number. It's a launch show for us, isn't it?
It is. We had a good amount of stock. It wasn't a 24-hour offer. It was a launch show, and we got our summer stock. But how much of a third of that entire stock has sold out and gone. What you must do is check your baskets through and do not miss out on buying this. I think through the summer this will be something so exciting to use when you have friends and family around.
Yeah.
But it's something you'll use every day of the week. Even if you just want to do cheese on toast, you want to do fish fingers, this is your air fryer that is the most incredible pizza oven, or it's your incredible pizza oven, which is the most amazing air fryer.
And that's why you'll use it every single day.
And steak cooker.
And storage-wise, remember, you can store it stood up, so it's got a little handle on the side. Price-wise, we've got a brilliant price for you for our launch show. We work hand in hand with Tower. They bring us some great products, and again, this is our launch show. So let's have a look what you'll pay elsewhere for it. Tower have reduced it at the moment. They've got it down to $149.99. Currys have got it at $149. Amazon just under $140. We're less than £130 for you, $129.99. And with PayPal Pay in 3, just $45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 911996 is the item number. Everything you will find on the website, on our live show. We've got some great goodies. Lots of great items from Tower. The Tower 4-piece chopping board set is brilliant because it stops that cross-contamination. You've got a chopping board for everything.
I love the way it
in
stores as well, because they all store into that little holder. And then you've got one that's for fruit and veg, one that's for cooked food, one that's for raw meats, one that's for fish. And it's labelled on the top. So you know every time you use that, the raw meat is on the set, especially if you've got sort of a vegetarian perhaps in the family. You know that chopping board is always used for veg. That chopping board is always used for meat. So do grab that. But we've got so many great items. And something that's really busy, and I think it's because we like to cook from fresh, but actually it's the prep that takes the time, isn't it? This can make your prep time so short, so little.
Exactly, and so much easier. It's a multi-slicer and grater. It comes with 3 interchangeable barrels, so you've got a fine grate, a coarse grate, and you've also got a vegetable slicer in there. So you're going to use it for loads of jobs. It's got a great suction base, so once you start using it, it holds onto the base for you. And if you struggle with your hands when you're grating, this is easy. You just guide it in with that safety guard.
So easy. It means as well that your fingers are well away from the grater or the blades if you're actually slicing. And if you're grating, this could be creating things. It could be just for cheese to go on your pizzas, but it could of course be to make a coleslaw, or it could be that you're actually making stews and things. But remember, you can slice with this as well. And then the fine grater, that's great for parmesan, or if you're doing biscuit bases, or you want to do bits to go into dressings and sauces. And then of course you've got the slicer, which cuts them evenly every single time. So it's going to cook at the same time as well, dauphinoise and things like that, potatoes.
All evenly chopped or sliced or grated, as you can see there. Making courgette, maybe you're making homemade coleslaw. Always use a safety guard, as you can see there. Just got to choose which colour option you want to go for. The red option or the white option, both available at the moment. 575770 is your item number for the Merlin.
Yeah, you've absolutely loved that, and do pop that into your basket and split that cost. Choose your colour, there's your white or the red option, entirely up to you. Do check everything out on our website, shopontv.co.uk. On the website, you can have a little nosy. There's the chopping boards, but if you go down, go to our live show, you'll find everything that's available on our show. There's some really great fans as well, which have been so popular with the hot weather we've had.
They're all from Tower. They come with great guarantees. You've got fans for everywhere, whether it's the office you're thinking of, the bedroom, the living areas. You can take a look at everything right there, and it'll run you through all the features on the website as well. Remember, we're live every night between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV, and you can also catch us on Freeview 89 in the daytime. But we've got to get back to our fabulous... Oh, the smell.
Smell these barbecue
so
chicken
good,
wings.
isn't it?
They smell amazing.
Chicken wings are great because they're pennies as well. Just
Really
marinate them in
inexpensive.
some barbecue
And you can
sauce.
buy them marinated, but actually so easy just to marinate them yourself.
To be honest, when you buy them pre-done at the supermarket, they're quite a lot more money. You know, it's really easy just to do this yourself. So we've got about 10 minutes left on this. All I'm going to do is take these out of here.
They do smell good.
And just flip them over. So I mean, this is just some chicken wings. If you want to, you can split them into. You could halve them as well. I've just sort of left them whole for this because I like them like this. But if you did want to split them, you can. And also play around with what you want to put on them. I love to add. Marinate them in just some dry seasoning, so like paprika, cayenne pepper, and then mix together hot sauce and honey, and then toss them through hot sauce and honey when they come out.
Oh, when they're cooked.
Yeah, when they're cooked, so it creates like a really lovely sticky glaze on them.
And they would
is
go
another thing you can do.
Great alongside a barbecue, wouldn't they? So if you're barbecuing, but you want to, because chicken, I think sometimes is really difficult to do on a barbecue. That could be going on inside, and then you could just bring them out.
Absolutely, absolutely could. Now I'm going to do something that I object to. For me, it's up there with pineapple on a pizza, but the kids love it. So we're going to do.
The kids, I love barbecue sauce on a pizza.
You have put
That's a lot of sauce.
Yeah,
barbecue. Is it barbecue sauce?
You got very excited.
Didn't I? I will take some. It is barbecue sauce. Yeah. We're just going to take some of that off of there. I was so appalled at myself putting barbecue sauce on a pizza. Well, I didn't know how to judge it. I can't eat sweet and savoury together, which is why barbecue sauce on a pizza is not for me.
Oh, right.
Really?
So yeah, I don't really
I
like.
love a bit of
like
sweet and
food
savoury.
hell for me would be like sweet and sour chicken balls from the Chinese takeaway. Would be my. Ooh, no, can't do it.
No, no, I don't like those.
No,
But I do
too
like.
sweet.
I do like this. But no, I don't like.
And
those.
then what we'll do is we will take some mozzarella. Again, we're just going to pop that onto here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop some barbecue chicken on the top of there as well.
Nice.
So barbecue chicken pizza, on that goes. Really, really lovely. No, chicken definitely isn't vegetarian.
That's our producer saying that's not a vegetarian. She's a vegetarian. She's waiting for her pizza.
Getting all the hard-hitting questions.
And you could put any kind of cheese, couldn't you? Any kind of cheese?
Any kind of cheese you
Oh,
like, yeah. I mean, you know, gorgonzola, Stilton.
Blue cheese.
Yeah, gorgonzola, like a soft gorgonzola works so
Easy,
well.
you'd love that
Could
one.
you-
Gorgonzola with pear and
I was just going to say, could you do pear one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh gosh, that sounds amazing.
So on that goes. And
I was
then,
just going to ask that question. I thought,
We don't
with
have
a
it.
bit of pear.
and then in that goes. And again, this one will only take about 4 minutes. So we'll close that up. We'll leave that to do its thing. Now, I've got something else I want to share with you though in that time. I'm really getting my steps in tonight.
You are. You're
Yeah.
running everywhere.
Really, yeah,
You're doing a
back
grand
and
job.
forward. So let's just pop this down into here because our cookies, of course, are
Oh.
done.
Cookie time. It's
come
Because
grab
remember,
time.
not only is this an amazing pizza oven, and we've also got the cast iron plate so you can sear meats. It will also cook. I was thinking you were coming from the other side then for some reason. You can also bake in here. You've got 15 different air frying functions.
These look
Oh,
good.
they look good.
How long do they need to chill?
Let me
they
just
look
show you. So let's
amazing.
see if they've cooled down quite a lot.
they?
But let me just
Are
show
you ready?
because
Oh, that's how a cookie should be, isn't it?
Look at those. How incredible are those? As they cool down, they're still very warm, but as they cool down, what you get is that real sort of chewy crust, but with the real soft, almost molten inside. Which is great. And you can play about with it. If you make your own, what I like to do is make them really thick and put like a heaped teaspoon of peanut butter on the inside of them, or a heaped teaspoon of Nutella, and then put the cookie dough around the outside. So as you cut into it, you get a molten centre cookie.
Oh my word.
There's loads of different things you can do. And I think having a machine like this that inspires you to cook things, to get more creative in the kitchen.
I think it'd be exactly that, because I think
it
you'll
is
find
hot.
it so easy to get great results in here that will make
very
you be
hot.
a little bit
You're right.
adventurous.
It's okay.
It's been a real fabulous indulgent
We're going to have
evening,
to
isn't it?
run home tonight.
We really are. And you live about 150 miles away.
Yeah,
so
but I feel I need to run that far. The food has been amazing. And the great thing is, you don't need to be a chef to get these fantastic results, because it is the machine that is allowing you to get these amazing results. All about the temperature for your pizza.
Absolutely. If on the thinner pizzas you get an air pocket like I did there, you can just pierce that with a knife or something.
Okay.
A lot of the times when you go to sort of pizza, especially in Italy, they will let it just balloon up like
Yeah.
that. You know, it's just
Yeah.
part of the charm. But if you don't want that to happen, as I don't with this particular one, then you can just pop that as and when it happens. But really simple, really easy to look after. 4 minutes left on our wings over there.
But, oh, they're smelling good. And the results have been fantastic. Well, however we've used this, whether we've used it as a pizza oven and there's 5 different settings, whether we used it as the air fryer, there's 15 different settings for your air fryer. And the lovely thing is it's very much a one sort of touch control. It's so simple to use, yet those results are so professional. It's like restaurant quality food.
Well, those
isn't it?
presets are brilliant, because when you select the preset, it sets the time and the temperature for you. But everything can be manually adjusted. So once you get used to it, if you want to cook it a little bit different, you can adjust that manually. It's really precise on the adjustments as well on this machine. It looks like a machine, I think, that would cost £300, £400, £500.
It looks like a really professional machine, doesn't it? It's going to look great in the kitchen, which I think for so many is really important. However, it does store on its side
Yeah.
if you do want to put it away. But I think you will have this out every day of the week. I think you'll use this every single day of the week, but you could just pop it on the side and then just bring it down as you're cooking in it. But it will be, when you actually taste that first pizza, oh my word. I think possibly the first week you'll have pizza every day of the week because it tastes so good. But then you'll use that air fryer or the air frying functions. And again, all those results have been amazing.
Everything's perfectly finished.
It's the flavours.
The other thing we haven't really talked about with air frying, it's such a healthier way of cooking because it's not like deep frying. You're not sitting the food in oil. We did
like those roasted veg at the top of the show, and you use the tiniest amount of oil. So they're healthy roasted veg, or if you're doing roast potatoes, and there's a great capacity in there as well.
18 litres when it comes to the air fryer.
So if you want to do a lot of low-fat chips, you know, honestly, amazing. What have you got?
Our pizza's coming out, so let me just show you this.
Pizza is ready.
There is our barbecue chicken pizza done in there.
See what I mean?
Let's just cut.
How many minutes for that?
About 4 minutes, yeah.
About 4 minutes.
And then all I'm going to do, cut right through that beautiful crispy crust.
Every one of them.
It wouldn't be my topping of choice, I'll admit, but again, the base is cooked absolutely beautifully. And what I'll show you is as well, if we open that up, you see, perfectly
that's
cooked.
it, yeah.
Because that's what doesn't happen in a regular oven, is that so often we'll get the outside okay, but then when you get to the middle, it's really soggy and it's not crispy on the bottom, and you put it back in, don't you, to try and make it crispy on the bottom in the middle, and then you've burnt the outsides and it's still not crispy. It's all about the temperature and the fact it's got that stone as well, isn't it?
Absolutely, it does. And also as an air fryer, this works so brilliantly. So what I've got here are some breaded chicken tenders. These are great. They have to be really crispy though. What determines crispiness when you cook? Now, that is the rate at which you remove moisture from your food.
Right.
So when you deep fry, all the moisture's taken out. It removes it quickly. When you oven cook, you don't remove the moisture near anywhere as quickly. But, so what you've got with air frying is you've got this fast circulating hot air, which is able to replicate deep frying, but without all the oil and calories. That is essentially, in a nutshell, I'm in a nutshell, why it works. So I'm just going to put that
I love you being in a nutshell. And that is why you get such great results, and why you can do the food that you really like, but without deep frying it, but still get the flavour as well, which is brilliant.
And you're doing it in your pizza oven. That gives you perfect pizzas, but now it's the perfect air fryer with those 15 preset programs, remember.
And your perfect steak cooker as well. It's absolutely phenomenal.
We've got
so many reasons.
We can get our chicken wings out.
It's ready for the chicken wings.
I am indeed. I don't know where I'm going to put them, so just give me a minute. I'll just find another walk.
So remember, pizza oven, incredible, great temperatures, comes with the actual pizza base as well, but it comes with a lot of accessories, so do check all the accessories out, because these will come alongside your pizza oven that is also an air fryer. So you've got, of course, your pizza stone there, you've also got that wrought iron actual tray, and that was amazing.
Brilliant for searing steak, chicken, you could do fish on there as well. You've got the mesh cooking tray, 18 litre capacity when you're using it as an air fryer. The racks included, you get an oven glove, you get tongs, and you also get a drip tray to go into the base. 911996 is the item number. It's chicken wing time.
And remember, market beating price. You must check your baskets through. Massively busy, and we'll get busier when you see these.
How awesome do these look? So let's just put
they smell fabulous.
But again, I mean, look at how beautiful these are. These are going to be hot in the sun as they come out here, but look at how it's really caramelised them just so beautifully on the outside of those.
And again, I don't think you can do that in a regular oven.
No, just amazing. And then if we wanted to, we could have put it on the high temperature mode to really crisp them up at the end. So it's completely up to you and how you want to cook. You've got so many options.
And such capacity as well. And with the air fryer function, can we use any of our sort of bakeware?
Absolutely.
Our dishes that we've got at home?
Glass.
So we do a lasagna, and we've got a nice lasagna dish to pop in there.
Of course, glass, stoneware, earthenware, whatever you like. And also remember, it will fit a really nice sized dish as well. I've got a way I can show you that actually. So if I just move back over here.
So depending what dishes you've got at home.
If you've got a dish is smaller than that. So you know, it's absolutely ginormous. So yeah, you really have got lots of options when it comes to using your own cookware, bakeware, ovenware, whatever it is that you want to use.
Brilliant.
And if we go back to the basics on the pizzas, any kind of pizza, isn't it?
Any kind of pizza you like. So whether that is shop bought dough, whether that is homemade dough, the difference or the thing that causes you to get the great result when you're doing something like a pizza is, you know, and that is exactly what you're after, is the fact that it goes up to 400 degrees Celsius. Now, a commercial pizza oven wouldn't, unless it went up to 400, you wouldn't really use it. So that's what you've got alongside that stone plate which sits inside, which is going to absorb the moisture and is going to give you a great result. Shall we do a sourdough one?
Oh yeah.
What I'll do is then, just to show you, I'll show you how you reprogram it.
Okay, great.
So what I'll do is firstly turn this off and press reset. So if you're using it and you're done with any of the functions, all you're going to do is hit that reset button. Now, when you turn this on, you've got your 6 or your 5 high temperature mode just here. So you've got crust pizza, you've also got fresh pizza, wood-fired, steak, or roast crisper. So we're going to do crust pizza this time, which is that one just there. Am I already on crust? There we are. So that goes down to 330.
Right.
I am going to put it on for, I reckon this pizza is probably going to take 8 minutes. So let's go time. Let's go 10 actually. It's quite a big pizza, isn't it? And then all I'm going to do is press start. Now that'll happen is that'll tell me that it's going to take 3 minutes for that to preheat.
Great.
But it will not start counting down until I open the door and put the pizza in, which is really cool. So it means that it doesn't matter if it takes me, you know, longer than 3 minutes to finish preparing this pizza. It's not a problem whatsoever. So plenty of flour, really flour your work surface as well. You can't really see here because of the counter.
The dough is the dough you're using. That's bought from the supermarket.
It is, yeah. This again is a shop-bought fresh dough.
You can find it anywhere now, can't you?
Absolutely can. Even the smaller supermarkets tend to have it. You know, even the ones supermarkets in the garages kind of things tend to have it now as well.
And what flour are you?
Ideally, I'm using just a plain flour. Now, ideally, you use semolina or any kind of like a buckwheat flour.
Right.
Works really well because what happens is they're more textured, they've got more grain to them, so they're easier to work. It's going to make it easier. If I had semolina on this work surface rather than plain flour, it'd be much easier for me to stretch and work. Okay. Because what happens with the plain flour is what it tends to do is absorb some moisture rather than allowing you to sort of work and stretch the dough.
Right.
I mean, look, well, I mean, we're splitting hairs, but if you go to a big supermarket, get yourself a, you know, a semolina is going to be a great way to go. And then all I'm going to do is then, and you can be, you know, you can be quite tough with this. It is really robust, this dough. All I'm going to do, and all I'm doing here, by the way, is I'm holding and I'm just pulling and turning. So it really is as simple as that. So I'm holding, pulling and turning. It's not difficult whatsoever. And then all we're going to do
looks fun to me.
Pulling that out, stretching that out. And it's the same whether you're doing it with a homemade dough, with a shop bought dough. I love the frozen dough balls, are really good. There's a company I love, and I'll shout them out because they are brilliant. I mean, I don't know them personally, but they're called like the Northern Dough Co. or something like that.
Okay.
Right.
You can buy them in the sort of really big supermarkets, sometimes have them.
That's a frozen one. In
the frozen section, yeah. And you defrost them like overnight in the fridge, or you can actually, there's a sort of cheats way of doing it in the microwave in like 7 minutes, but they're a really great one to do. Right,
look at that.
What are we having on our pizza?
Oh gosh, I don't know. What should we have?
Let's have a meat feast.
Yeah, we haven't had a...
Meat feast?
Yeah.
All right.
Bring on the meat.
All right.
You can do whatever you want, and the great thing is if people don't eat particular things and find it difficult, they love a pizza but find it tricky to get a pizza that's got the right things on it, and you can put your own ingredients on.
Sauce-wise, are you using...
I'm just using a standard passata. Now, what I would tend to do if I was doing this at home, we'll do a bit of parmesan on this one as well on the base here, which will be nice. What I would do at home is best quality Italian plum tomatoes. There's loads of different brands out there. Muti is the one that I use quite a lot of the time. And all you can do is take a tin, decant that. I would add oregano, pinch of salt, a little bit of garlic and some basil, and if you've got a little stick blender or even like a NutriBullet or something like that, bit of salt and pepper, blitz that, and then you've made your own real quick instant tomato sauce without any additives, which is great. So let's pop. I'm not going to put the Parma ham on first, so what I'll do is we'll put some salami on here. Well, we're going to put our cheese on first. Come on, Joe. We're going to put some cheese on here. Oh, I said it, cheese. On this goes, and then what we will do is we will add some pepperoni, and then we'll put Parma ham on when it comes out of the oven.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, so Parma ham's better after it's been in the oven. And we will pop this in for 10 minutes, this one. So we'll bake this one much slower than we baked our previous one. Always a good rule of thumb as well, before you put it on your peel, a little bit of flour on the peel is going to make you sure it's really simple.
That was easy, wasn't it?
To get it off.
The peel doesn't come with it, but they're really easy to get, and you don't need it. You can pull the actual
tray out, comes out, and you can lift
it straight onto the plate.
And there we go,
actually, that's pretty cool if you got.
Makes it so much quicker, doesn't it? And easier.
And then in we go, and then you'll see that now count down from 10 minutes.
And then it started straight away.
Yeah, so if you're
so
using
it waited
for one,
for you,
absolutely.
That's
it's
clever.
really clever the way this works.
Really
so it knew it needed to preheat for around about 3 minutes, and then it waited for Joe to put the food in before it started actually cooking. That's really good.
Really clever, isn't it?
So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to do the stretching. Oh, my word. We are massively busy. It's really great to have your company this morning. We've got an amazing deal. It's a brand new product for us. It is the launch. It's our summer stock, but it is depleting really quickly on this first show. And I know you are going to love it. And actually, even though it is very, very new, there's already 5-star reviews.
Yeah, let's share some of those with you. After being informed by my wife that the cookers are out, I decided, David, I need to be able to read that. David's running away with my monitor. After being informed by my wife that cookers was out, I decided to buy this. There's a choice of cooking surfaces depending on how you want the pizza to taste as well. Everyone is pleased with this air fryer. The taste is great. The pizza cooks quickly. It looks good on the workshop and is easy to move around if needed. David is our fabulous floor manager who's working very hard.
He was super fast.
He was quick, wasn't he? I couldn't keep up with him to read that review. So many reviews that we want to share with you. Like we said, even though it is really new, what a great machine. I'd been after a pizza oven for a while and looked at many reviews. This one didn't have any reviews at the time. That's because it was new, as we were saying. I took a look at it and the specification provided, that's why they went for it. I'm very happy with the results. I've used it with the air fryer mode, good results as well. Very impressed. I would definitely recommend.
And you will absolutely love it, because honestly, this is the most amazing pizza oven, and it's a pizza oven, and it's the temperature. So though you can put a pizza into a regular oven, you can put a pizza into an air fryer. If you went to a pizza place, their ovens will always have to be 400 degrees, which our regular ovens and air fryers don't. And it's all about that temperature that actually creates that amazing pizza. And also about the pizza actual stone, which you'll also get with this, that gets to that temperature, that makes sure
you get that perfect finish every time.
The crispiest base. You know, when you get a pizza out of the regular oven, you get quite excited, then you cut through it. It's always soggy in the middle, isn't it? Then you put it back in, but the outside is crispy, but the middle's soggy, and then it's never right. This is absolutely beautiful and perfect, like you've been to the best pizzeria, but you've created this at home.
Yeah.
And then it's an air fryer.
And it reminds me of when we've been lucky enough to go to Italy. And what do? You think, well, I've got to go for a pizza, I'm in Italy. This is the kind of finish that you get when it comes to pizza. But it does this as well. This is why it's so busy on our brand new launch. Perfect chicken wings cooked in an air fryer. Sweet potato fries, steak. We did a chicken kebab at the top of the show.
And don't forget, it's got that cast iron plate as well, which, oh my word, if you like steak, seared the steak like you would not believe. But any of your meats, whether you are doing chicken kebabs, whatever you want to create in here, it is an air fryer with 15 different preset functions. Of course, you can alter them, you can manually change them as well. But honestly, having those one-touch functions makes it so easy for you to get restaurant quality food in an instant. Even if you're not the best cook, all of a sudden you've got a helping hand that's going to help you create food that you won't quite believe.
And time again, you'll be using it all the time because it does so much. And if you've always thought, oh, I'd love a pizza oven, but I can't justify just having a pizza oven, this is everything.
Well, normally
else
a
as well.
pizza oven will only make pizzas. So then but this is actually a pizza oven that is also an amazing air fryer, but then also has that stone that will allow you to do the most incredible steaks and meats, seared, so you get the most amazing results. This is so much more. This is what Tower are so good at, isn't it? They know what you want in a kitchen, and we want everything really, but sometimes it means you need lots of different machines, whereas you've got one machine that does it all.
Well, most of us are limited on space, aren't we, when it comes to the kitchen, but with this, it's so many machines in one, and then when you want to store it, remember, you can store it vertically as well. Really it comes with a standard 1-year guarantee, but upon registration, you're going to extend that to 3 years when you register that with Tower.
And it comes with all these accessories as well, which is amazing. It really is the most amazing opportunity to get a launch special price, a machine you'll use every day, I think, of the week. I think perhaps for the first week you'll have pizzas every night because the pizzas are just so good. There's your 3-year warranty that Shaun was saying about. Just register it online. But remember, it is all about, with Tower, ease of use. Beautiful looking, and I think that's quite important to a lot of us in the kitchen. But can you imagine creating your own pizzas with the kids? Have pizza parties.
I really think you will, and you know exactly what goes into it. There's no additives, no preservatives. You decide on the ingredients.
And it's ready so quickly, isn't it?
That for me is the perfect thing. Whether it's lunches, quick lunches for pizzas, or whether it's doing those pizza parties that you were talking about. The cast iron plate that you've got in there is perfect for your steaks. Obviously, you've got that stone to give you that perfect finish to the pizza base every time, but not just a pizza oven. You're going to do all those favourites that you do in your air fryer in this machine.
With all these functions, so oven, roast, grill, toast, bagel, even proofing in here if you're going to do things like Chelsea buns or something using yeast and you want things to rise. Dehydrate, frozen pizza you can do, veggies, fries, wings, you can cakes, you can bake, you can warm, you can defrost. It actually does, for me, more than a lot of the air fryers will do on their own.
Definitely, with all those presets.
And then this is your pizza oven and your air fryer, and I think the best steak cooker as well.
Yeah, it's so good. $129.99 is the price. It's massively reduced against the original price, and it's market beating across the market. So get it right now. If you've got it in a basket, confirm your order and check it out.
We've got so many in baskets. It was our summer stock, so please check those baskets through. We're going to move away from it just for a moment so you can do exactly that, because we are massively busy. You are going to absolutely love this. But something else a lot of you are going for is, well, it's all about the prep, actually, isn't it? Yeah,
and the Merlin multi-slicer that you're seeing right here, it makes food preparation so much easier. You've got red or white available. It's reduced to £25, 575770. Let's take a look in the kitchen with Charlie and Luke.
Normally when you use one of these, Charlie, you tend to use one of those with it, you know, because you always grate your fingers, your nails, your knuckles. It's a nightmare. Now, these normally come with 3 blades, but this one, as you can see, it's got multi. Most people only use either the big or the small. Okay. So that's what we've done. We've done a big grating blade. That's barrel number 1. Okay. But then we've done a much finer one. And what the finer one does, Charlie, is it'll turn it from like a grater into a more of a multifunctional grater.
Oh, like cheese for your spaghetti
so cheese is one thing, but what we can do with this, like you might want to use fresh coffee beans.
Yes.
Yeah, so watch. Coffee grinders, quite expensive nowadays, so we're going to put some fresh coffee beans right inside there, okay? Pop this on top. Now, you don't need to press straight away. On the base of the machine, Charlie, it's suctioned. Okay. So you just give it a quick twist to the left, that'll lift it off.
Ah, so straight onto your kitchen work surface.
As soon as you give this a twist, it locks.
Very clever.
So you don't need 2 hands like one of those, one to hold it and one to
I like
grate
it. So
away.
it's very safety conscious.
Safety conscious. So that's the other thing, Charlie. One thing you'll never do is you'll never put your fingers near the blade. So watch, I'll show you now.
Okay.
What we simply do, just give it a quick twist. Okay, so we'll be doing something as simple as coffee beans. Okay, doesn't matter what type of coffee.
Oh, wow.
Maybe you want to do chocolate inside there. It's great.
The ice
chocolate
creams, the
too,
kids will
the ice
love it.
creams. When you want to finish off the last little bit, just press your hand on top. And that'll get down to the last little bit. So that'll do something like coffee beans, something quite tough, but we'll show you how good these blades really are.
Don't you just love the smell of coffee in the morning?
Yeah, fresh coffee as well.
Oh, you can't get fresher than that then, Luke.
Obviously, we've got some num-nums here.
Yes.
All right. So not only for the kids, they love it on ice creams. Okay, they will. Now you can do num-nums, you can do crunchy, Kit Kat, you know, any of your favourites.
Okay.
And get the kids doing this inside the kitchen with it. But what you'll notice, not only is it going through that chocolate, it's going through the nut, but also that candy shell too. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So literally it goes through every single last bit.
And it's
Great for
consistent
desserts,
as well, isn't
yeah.
it?
Great for desserts, cakes, as I say, it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. Maybe, Charlie, you want to do something like a biscuit base. Normally, traditional, you'd take your digestive biscuit for a cheesecake and you'd
Honestly,
pop it
cheesecake,
into...
that's my middle name. A cheesecake, I love them. Honestly, I get a bit too obsessed with
Well,
cheesecake.
what you'd normally do is you pop this into a little bag and you'd probably chase it around your kitchen with a rolling pin.
Yeah.
And you'd bash the life out of it.
It's a bit intense, isn't it?
Yeah, well now watch, look at that. It's like a food processor at the end of your hand, but without all the
And it's
washing
not
up.
hard to turn
Oh,
and
no,
rotate them.
no. So literally, whether you're left-handed, right-handed, it makes no difference. So as I say, this little blade, this is turning it into a more of a multifunctional grater. So far we've done the coffee beans, we've done the chocolate, and now we've just done a biscuit base. The biggest thing most people want to see it on, Charlie.
Yeah, cheese. Yeah,
of
there you
course
go.
It is. I'm going to start first of all. This is the fine blade. So with the fine blade, that's more for something like your parmesan.
And we get all three blades.
All three blades
In the
kit.
box.
Completely dishwasher safe, all bits. I'm going to show you how to clean it. So a bit of parmesan there. Pop the parmesan inside. There's no right or wrong way. Stand it up, lay it down. Now, with the little feeder, there is inside there a front and a back. I don't know if you can see that, Charlie. There's a little directional
Oh, there's an arrow, yeah.
So you have the arrow facing away from you. That way you know that the feeder will go in nice and
So you can't get it wrong.
You can't get it wrong. If it was in the wrong way, it won't quite go all the way down to the bottom. So you'll know when it's in the right or wrong
It looks
way.
very robust, Lucas.
Really strong.
Sturdy.
Yeah, really strong, which has made really well. Food grade stainless steel. which
Nice.
They are. Okay, and look at that for the cheese.
Oh, I love that.
And you'll pay a small fortune for the pre-grated cheese, you know, in the packs, which you do. But you're just paying literally just for the convenience of someone else doing the job for you.
Well, and the fresher the better, I think.
And the
you know.
fresher the better.
And there's something about the theatre, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, of grating cheese when the family's around the table. I'd even have this on the table,
Well, that's
to
it.
be honest.
You could actually have
serve
it on
directly
the
from it.
kitchen counter, do it directly over your plate, on your bowl. Now, as I say, this is the small blade. Okay, which is great for things like cheese, biscuits, nutmeg, spices, ginger.
You're going to absolutely love that. Put that in your basket with your Tower pizza maker, and you can split the cost with PayPal, because as soon as you spend over £30, you can. I think it works out $8.33 in each payment. So well worth, because it's the prep that takes the time. But we've got to come back to our amazing pizzas, because that's what this machine is all
at
about.
that.
Oh my word!
So this is that meaty one that we have done. But let's pop that down onto there, and then what we'll do is we'll take some Parma ham.
And then you'll just put this on at the end.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit sweaty, but it doesn't matter.
And we all.
We'll take some Parma ham. And then what we'll do is we'll slice it first, because I always have this problem. If you don't slice it first, then you end up losing all your Parma ham.
Oh, right, yes.
What we'll do is we'll cut
Oh,
into
listen
this
to
one.
that crunch.
Look at that.
So
Oh, wow.
into this, and then we will cut it this way as well. And then what we'll do is then we'll take the Parma ham.
Oh, and add that
onto there.
afterwards.
Yeah, and then you haven't got to worry about splitting that then.
Oh.
There we go. And then we take a little bit of Parma ham and just pop it onto
And it
each
just looks
bit.
like you've got this from a restaurant, a proper pizza, posh
Yeah,
gastro.
it's like you're in Italy on the Amalfi Coast, isn't it?
Absolutely. Oh, look at that.
Let's just pop some more onto there.
Don't be shy with your Parma ham.
On that goes, and then...
Oh, look at that. Now, Adi had some emails in. Mark's emailed in about cleaning our oven.
And then a little bit more Parmesan cheese as well.
We've lost him. We'll ask him again in a minute.
He's been all chefy.
He's in with his food. Look, but then I'm lost now. Look at that. Oh, that looks absolutely... Oh, that's like a piece of cake. That's incredible.
As well.
You could have a candle in that for your birthday.
But it is really light. I don't want anyone at home to think that that's going to be heavy. It's really light. It's not stodgy at all.
Beautifully baked, it really is. When it comes to cleaning, no more difficult than cleaning a regular oven. The pizza stone is going to mark over time. You're going to get black marks on there when you use it. That is exactly how it's
designed. And do you wash that? Or
Would you clean?
No,
just wipe. You don't, do you?
I would just brush it off.
Yeah.
Right, brush off any excess.
Like a coarse brush, not that you use on the floor, obviously, but you know, like
not a floor brush, like a dishwashing brush.
What I wanted to say was
not a sweeping brush.
Like a dustpan brush is what I see. Like a coarse brush.
Yeah.
Don't use the one used for the floor.
Right.
Just brush it over, or just use a cloth just brush it off, basically.
Yeah,
and then
stop there.
in the base.
Brush it off.
In the base of the unit down here, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to have a look, but you see there's a little lip on this part here. You can see that. That is a crumb tray. That actually slides out. The crumb tray slides out, and it's got non-stick coating on there as well. So you can just
brush it off.
Brush it off. Yeah.
I should think you could probably wash that if you want to.
You could wash that bit.
There we go.
You can wash that bit. I'll let you wash that bit. Let me quickly show you the controls. We'll do another thin crust pizza in here shortly. So let's turn the machine on. When you're ready, when it's finished its function, hit the reset button, and then we are going to go to fresh pizza, which is that one there, and I'm just going to extend the time up a little bit because we'll use this for a few pizzas. So I'm just going to turn that over. I am very floury this evening.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah. Not just tonight.
Even more so tonight. But that's the exciting bit, isn't it? It's nice to have a bit of flour. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is indeed. So let's...
I think you need to brush it.
Yeah.
Brush it off, Joe.
Brush it off.
Brush it off, Joe.
There we go. Good work.
Anyway.
Good work.
Oh, that pizza, again, just looks...
It's glorious,
incredible.
isn't it?
It is a pizza oven. It is an air fryer. There's 15 different air fryer functions. But remember what this is all about. The right temperature to make the perfect pizza top and bottom. Because you can never do that in an oven. This bit would always be soggy, wouldn't it? You'd never get that result. And that is giving you restaurant quality, proper pizza restaurant quality.
It really is. It's so light and fluffy, that dough, but it's delicious. It really is.
Just the dough on its own is amazing. Yeah. I often don't eat the crusts, but I've eaten every last bit.
Oh, make your own homemade garlic bread.
Oh yeah, garlic
wonderful.
bread.
Yeah. These are some wonderful chicken tenders that I've done here as well. The best way to make a garlic bread in here would be to just simply pop the dough in as it is. I would sort of prick it with a fork to stop it blowing up, because when it hasn't got any toppings on at all, it will just puff up. So you just make a few little incisions in it, and then just make a really simple garlic butter. So some room temperature butter, mince some garlic, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of salt in there as well. Mix that together and then just brush that all over. I like to do it sort of quite underdone, so it's almost a little bit floppy and a bit doughy is always the best. And
chewy.
Loads of garlic butter as well.
I think I could eat garlic bread every day of the week.
We love garlic bread, don't we?
It's amazing, isn't it? Do you know what else I love?
Freshly made.
Steak. Shall we cook a steak? What? We're going to cook a steak in our pizza oven.
We are.
We are.
Now this is quite incredible. I'm just going to grab my tongs from over here.
Because don't forget, everything that we're showing you, as we've shown you with the actual pizza, actual stone, you've also got, which we're going to use now, a cast iron stone, and then all the trays that we've used there, they all come, even comes as well with tongs and oven gloves. There's loads of extras with this. But this is the stone that for, oh my goodness, steak it blows your mind.
It is absolutely incredible. Now all I'm going to do
Oh.
is take my steak and just lay it onto there.
So that plate's been in there heating, hasn't it?
That plate has been in there heating up, yeah, and that's all that's happened. I'm just going to leave this open because I want you to see what's happening. Now, I could close that if I wanted to, but of course, it's actually the temperature of the stone and the core, the heat that the stone holds onto that's going to cook that steak for us. But again, a great result. We showed you this earlier. So think about doing steak, things like lamb steaks are great as well. You get little lamb leg steaks and you can cook those on there too. But this is the kind of thing that restaurants will be using to cook steaks on. You'll see when I turn this over in a moment, the result that you get on there is absolutely incredible. I knew I'd put them somewhere, so I'll show you that in just a second. If you want to do a spatchcock chicken as well on the plate, that's another great way to go. That's just a boned chicken that's flattened.
The flat one.
Pork chops, obviously at a lower temperature than I'm showing you here for the steaks, but yes, all of those things are possible.
And I think it really adds to the flavour, doesn't it, when you cook it like this? I mean,
but again, look at the result.
Look at that.
I mean, it is incredible.
And lots of people, I think, struggle with steak. And that is just, again, allowing you to get perfection.
That sear and then cook through.
It knows how long it needs to preheat the plate. It preheats the plate and then tells you to put the steak on. And as soon as you put that steak on, how often do you put it in a pan and it just goes...
Nothing happens.
You're waiting for the...
And as soon as you...
Sealing
and searing it properly on the outside is how you get a really lovely, succulent, tender piece of steak. Even if you prefer your meat cooked all the way through, as long as you seal it and sear it properly on the outside. And just to give you an idea as well, the oven is not on at the moment. So because it says open on the side of there, it means that it's not actually cooking at the moment.
The plate that's actually cooking.
Just the residual heat as well from that. The chicken tenders are brilliant in here as well, so incredibly crispy. So if you want to pop those into a brioche bun, have them as a little chicken burger. I like these with a bit of a weird dinner that I've been having quite a lot. I either have these or a chicken Kiev, potato salad and pickled beetroot.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, pickled beetroot, potato salad and a chicken tender.
Happy days. That's all right.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Man of simple pleasure.
And the great thing with when you're air frying is that looks and it will taste like it's been deep fried.
Yeah.
But you haven't deep fried it. You've
so
cooked
none
it
of
in
the
air,
oil.
So a lot less calories.
Absolutely, it's no calories in hot air, which is wonderful. There's over 8,000 calories per litre in oil, and it doesn't matter if you use the best quality oil or butter or lard. All fat has the same calorific value. So yeah, this is a much better way of doing it.
When you're air frying, you hardly use any. The only time you use a bit of oil is perhaps on your chips. But they're low-fat chips. Look at that steak.
Now, remember what Joe said. The oven isn't on now. It's the heat from the plate that's cooking that steak through because the oven's open.
We used to go to that place in Portugal, didn't we?
Yeah. They were really famous at the time, weren't they? Steak on a Stone restaurants in Portugal. On the Algarve, it was really hot.
Put it on the middle of your table and you did your own.
You know, we're using this to cook steak, and it's a really great way, of course, of cooking steak. But how about doing sizzling fajita vegetables? If you want to do Asian dishes, you know, and you have like beef in a black bean sauce that really sizzles on the plate. You can do all of that on the cast iron plate. It's great that you're getting that really large, good sized cast iron plate, and that's really substantial. That plate, it's really heavy, and that is what allows it to work in this way.
And the oven itself, if you wanted to cook something like a lasagna or a shepherd's pie, you couldn't you?
So you've got your pizza stone, you've got the cast iron stone, but then you can have both of those out and use it just as an air fryer. But size-wise, like you say...
This is the capacity, the size here.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and also as an air fryer, really good. I would say at least 1.5 kilos of chips, roasted potatoes, roasted vegetables. To give you an idea, you know, that's some of the biggest air fryers have that kind of capacity. So, look, if you've already got an air fryer, as a standalone pizza oven, you're going to absolutely adore using this. But if you haven't got one, then this really is going to do the best of both. And I think meals like this are fantastic for an air fryer because what you've got, a couple of salmon fillets. I've only put that on parchment just because the skin would probably stick to that mesh. And then I've got some veggies. I know a lot of people say they don't have time to cook from scratch. This is the easiest one. Chop up some veggies. Great way of using up leftovers as well. I feel like buying veggies and eating veggies are two different sports. They really are. Very
good,
easy to buy, very hard to eat.
Yeah.
This is a great way of doing it. Throw some herbs and a little bit of oil on there. And I'm going to pop this in the air fryer. 20 minutes, start to end, and that's going to be that done. So really easy and simple.
So you're going to air fry that in a matter of minutes. And
in our pizza oven.
Yeah, in a
He's
pizza
also
oven.
cooking the steak on the steak.
And it's not even on.
Plate.
Right, it's cooking the steak. This is what I love. And we talk about
So
energy
versatile.
saving when it comes to air fryers. This is brilliant because you use so much less energy, up to 70% saving on your energy bills. That's because when you're air frying, it cooks much quicker.
It's instant heat for a start, so as soon as you put the food in when you're air frying, it's cooking straight away. And then at the same time, it cooks so much faster. With your pizza and like the steak, you do preheat the plates first of all, but still it's cooking so much faster than if you did it in a regular oven. So it can be such a great saving.
Talk about saving energy. This, like we say, this isn't even on.
So you only heated the actual cast down dish or plate, and then it's that's cooking the meat to perfection.
Amazing, isn't it? And whatever you want to make in here, it's completely up to you, the ingredients that you use, whether you use anything from your cheeses to your vegetables to your meats, and then you can
even
do your air frying.
Yeah, as a pizza oven on its own, it's amazing. If
Incredible.
you're buying it as a pizza oven on its own, it's an amazing price as well, because pizza ovens are expensive, and a pizza oven has to get to 400 degrees, doesn't it? Because you originally started making pizzas, didn't you?
Absolutely,
And their ovens
I did.
have to be 400 degrees before they'll even put
I was
pizza
making
in.
pizzas just earlier today.
You were, yeah, absolutely.
All day.
In a wood-fired pizza oven, yeah. And what you look for is you use an infrared temperature probe when you use a wood-fired, because they have no regulation, of course. You
So
have to
you
build
know.
a fire in
Right.
them. Use it, and they use an infrared temperature gun to measure the surfaces inside, and once it's at 400 degrees, that is when you can start cooking. Of course, that's for a Neapolitan style pizza, so cook very quickly for about 3 minutes. Can you see here I'm getting a little bit of sort of an odd texture on there?
Yeah.
That's because my dough's been out in the open air too long. So even though I've got it covered,
right.
even though I've got it covered with a cloth, it's still been out a little long. What I'm going to do is, I'm convinced that last time I was here, yes, I did leave some.
He's going through the
Hazelnut-
cupboards.
Hazelnut chocolate spread.
On a pizza.
Nice.
my
So what we're going to do is
We're not going to care about the bubbles on the
we
base
are
now, are we?
just going.
Oh.
Let's just get
Wow.
a bit more of that as well. I think we need plenty of this on here, don't
Oh my word, I have never
Go heavy.
had a pizza with like a chocolate sauce on.
You can order these in the pizza chains
Can you?
now. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
we? So what we're going to do is we are going to spread that out. Oh, this is going to be so delicious.
Oh my word. I should definitely have to run home. And remember, with the pizza bases, you've bought that pizza dough, haven't you?
Yeah, you can make this yourself.
And it's
from
really
scratch.
affordable, isn't it?
Yeah, especially you've got a stand mixer. It's really easy to make it, of course, from scratch. But I have just shop bought it, which I've used. This one here is Pizza Express branded. I can't remember what the brand on the other one
It was
was.
just dough. Just dough, just roll.
was the other one we've used. This Pizza Express one is about £2.25, £2.20 for 2 pizzas. I love using the Northern Doco's, another one that I use. So
And that's a frozen one, so
that's a frozen one, so you can just keep those in the freezer.
So they're always
grab it
there,
out
yeah.
and defrost
And then,
it.
defrost
As
them
and
whenever
when
you want to.
Yeah.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put the Nutella in to cook, but then we're going to have some fresh strawberry slices on it.
Oh my
When it
word.
So it's
comes
healthy. It's got fruit on
Oh
25
my
a day.
Goodness. Oh
So
my
in this
word.
So in
I
that
can't
goes.
believe we're doing this.
it. Why?
It's allowed.
This is what you do.
There we are.
Wow.
Do what you want.
And what's your little tool called again? Your
Peel.
peel.
Yeah, so this one, I've got quite a little one, but you can get them all different lengths. Mine's quite
think that's a
short,
really
but
good
quite
size.
wide.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And they're really affordable.
Normally they're a bit longer and a bit rounder on the end, but they all work the same apparently.
It doesn't come with your machine, but you can buy one.
You can
if
get them for
want.
under a tenner.
Yeah,
Like
whatever
me.
size you
Yeah.
prefer. I'm just going to go for a walk.
I'm going to join you.
And we're in the kitchen with a brand new launch that we've got for you, remember. And the price on our pizza oven.
It's amazing.
It's not just a pizza oven, it's an air fryer as well with an 18-litre capacity. However, the price is brilliant. Usual price of $199.99. That's the usual price at Tower, but they've reduced it to $149.99. Curry's £149. At Amazon, just under $140. Take it down again with us to $129.99, or use PayPal Pay in 3, $45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments.
I think we've still got as many in baskets as we've already sold. Please do check those baskets through. Amazing capacity as an air fryer, but it will be the best pizza maker because of that temperature, because of, well, as that pizza stone, allowing you to do your own ingredients to make from fresh. But of course, you can do frozen pizzas in here as well. But my good, you'll have pizza parties. The kids will get involved in making the pizzas. You've got different pizza settings as well, but you've also got 15 preset programs for your air fryer. But I think when you first use this as a pizza oven, you'll probably do a pizza every day of the week.
You'll want to try all the different types of pizzas, won't you? It is restaurant quality. Your accessories that you see there are included, but it's not just for pizza, remember? It's going to be your air fryer with 15 different one-touch functions, and that means it'll set the time and temperature. You want to make low-fat chips, you can bake in there, you can roast in there, you can grill in there. If you want to sear the perfect steak, you can. And energy saving when you're using those air fryer settings, because it's cooking so much quicker than a traditional
heat
oven.
as well as an air fryer. But again, results are incredible. This is one of the attachments or extras you get, which is the actual cast iron stone, and it will create the most amazing steak. And the incredible thing is, Joe actually heated up the cast iron plate in the oven, and then turned the oven off and just allowed the cast iron. You can see how hot it
Plate's still smoking, yeah.
It cooked the steak.
Smoking.
Oh, wow.
Smoking.
It is indeed. Let's take our pizza out of here now. This is a bit. I'm not as happy as. Oh, let's try it again. I'm not as happy with this as I would have been. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
I think it's because I've not used the branded chocolate and hazelnuts. It would be much glossier than that normally.
Right.
And what that means is that chocolate and hazelnut spread I've used has got more sugar in it than anything else.
Right.
So it doesn't have enough fat and enough nuts in it, essentially. So that's why it's burnt a little bit. But don't worry, because what we're going to do
it's still going to be good,
is we're going to put some strawberries over it, so you won't see it. That's absolutely fine.
I can't believe. And that is the incredible thing. You can do whatever you want. I'm like, we're putting chocolate spread on a pizza.
Yeah.
But why not? You can.
Yeah. It's
You're
a done
in control.
thing. It's a done thing.
Wow.
I'm ready to try this. It's time for this kind of pizza.
It's going to be hotter than the sun, but we will give it a go.
I'm massively, massively busy. And remember, it is brand new to us. It is our brand new launch. We've had a massively busy show. It's our summer stock, but a vast amount of that stock has gone tonight. Lots still in baskets. Do check your basket through. But remember, not just a pizza oven. And it is an amazing pizza oven, as you're seeing here. But it is an air fryer with 15 different preset functions. And on top of that, it also comes with an incredible cast iron plate that will allow you to sear and cook the most amazing meats, restaurant quality. And I think you will be creative like this.
Yeah, you'll really want to play around with it, won't you? Chocolate and strawberry.
If I had a little bit of icing sugar, I would just dust over a little bit of icing sugar onto there as well. Who's going to try?
See, I feel I'd need that with a bit of cream or ice cream.
Don't worry
now,
about
while we're testing this, because obviously it has to be tested, obviously it's prep that can take a long time in a kitchen. We've got an amazing product from Merlin that allows you to prep your food so quickly. So whether you need to grate or whether you're slicing, this is the tool to do it. £25, 575 770. But let's see it in action in the kitchen. Check your baskets out.
Now let's just show the folks at home
let's have a look.
how we change the blades. Okay, we'll just turn it round. On the back here, you simply just give it a little twist to the left to unlock it, okay? And it'll just literally come out like that, Charlie. It's as simple and as easy as that.
You don't need tools or Allen keys.
You don't need any tools, Allen
like
keys, nothing. To reattach the blade, just pop it inside like so. Pop your handle onto the back and literally a turn to the right, and that'll lock it.
Oh, look, that is slick.
Simple and easy. And then remember, you can see just there how to lock and unlock. So everyone knows at home, we're going to give it a twist round now to the locking station, and that then means that is firmly locked down on our kitchen counter. Nothing will slip, slide or glide.
So a variety of surfaces.
Oh yeah, so you can use it on like a granite work surface, wooden.
So it doesn't matter what kitchen surface you've got.
Doesn't matter if it's a porous or non-porous surface. Now before I do the cheese, Charlie, something a little bit different. These big spiralisers are really common nowadays.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're really big, really bulky, just to spiralise.
And it's one thing, really?
A little bit of courgette.
Right, okay.
Now, pop your courgette inside.
Yes.
If you do something like courgette spaghetti, absolutely love it.
You're showing off now.
Through it like a hot knife goes through.
Oh, Lou, honestly. So, yes, stir fries and so on.
Fabulous. And I'm a firm believer, Charlie, that you eat with your eyes, then you eat with your mouth.
You do.
It looks good, it tastes good.
Well, presentation counts for a lot.
Of course it does. And not only that, if you can make the fruits and vegetables look interesting for the kids,
there you go.
You've got half a chance they'll eat it. Now, did you notice something, Charlie?
Oh, you used the whole thing?
I went through the root end as well.
Normally you chop off the ends.
No, I just put it all the way through. You wouldn't even know it's there. Okay, so you can look at that.
Do you know what? I know lots of parents out there, the goal often is to hide vegetable within the lasagnas, within the chili con carnes and so on.
Now, we're going to carry on, Charlie. Just turn that plate round very, very quickly. Give me a clean side. Have you ever tried to make a potato rosti? Grate the potato. It gets very starchy.
Like hash browns?
Like a hash browns. Homemade. Homemade
hash browns. If you've got an air fryer, then this is the perfect prep for one of those.
So, potato in, okay? We don't need to use the feeder just yet. Don't worry if the vegetables are slightly hanging out, all right? Yeah. It doesn't matter. As soon as it drops into place, pop your little feeder inside, just press down and look at that for those hash browns.
Oh my word. So you could put a bit of onion in that, for example, couldn't you? Onions, hash browns is gorgeous.
Honestly, you'll absolutely love it for that fried hash brown. Remember, just squeeze the starch out of it.
We're thinking cucumbers for tsatsiki as well.
Yeah, tzatziki.
Very nice.
So if you want to do that, we've got some cucumber there too. We'll show you that too. Yeah. If you want to make homemade tzatziki, you can do. We'll also do a carrot. So if anyone here wants to make homemade carrot cake, great for
really?
that. Yeah. But also, not just for the carrot cake, if you're doing a stir fry.
So whether you've got a sweet tooth or a savoury tooth or both, this is really going to speed up that process. Don't forget, would you like the white one or would you like the red? shopontv.co.uk is where you want to go. Just get one. Honestly, whatever we can buy to reduce prep time, then this is absolutely going to be the one for you. It's kinder for your hands as well. Honestly, box graters, I honestly cannot stand these things. How many plasters have you got through? I always get worried about using these things. This is much quicker, it's much easier, and it's actually more consistent too. All the veg we've grated and shredded, it's consistent sizing, so it's for cooking times it's going to be beneficial. Sure, for preparation, for visualizations, you know, we do eat with our eyes. This is going to be perfect for that too. Bargain price too on the side of your screen. What are we up to now then?
So
Luke?
we've got obviously that cucumber, and look, it didn't turn it to mush, it actually grated it, because certain things, they just turn the cucumber to mush because it's very water based. Yeah. We'll pop that carrot in there as well. And remember, if you can, you don't have to just do one at a time. Pop multiples inside it. What? So you know you've got a couple of carrots to do.
Yes.
Do a couple, Charlie.
Really?
You don't have to do one at a time. Yeah. Great for the stir fry. If you were doing carrot cake and you wanted this much finer, you would do it on the smaller one.
I understand.
Right,
so you got the
if you want coarse, you'd have it on the large. You want it really fine, on the much finer one.
And you get all of these goodies.
All the blades in the kit. There's no hidden extras with us. There never is, Charlie, as you know. Whole machines, fully dishwasher friendly. But again, if you're like me and you are the dishwasher, it's a bowl of soapy water, and that is literally the washing.
So this could be your coleslaw then, couldn't it?
Yeah, great for
barbecues. Thinking summertime.
Barbecues in the summertime, which you can do.
Well, you can see down here. Look, it's so beautifully grated. That was done in what, seconds?
And what we'll do is just pop this feeder back on top, Charlie, just to finish that last little bit.
Yeah.
And that way we get no waste. All the way down to the root end. If you do get anything stuck on the inside, any excess skin, obviously we go clockwise to grate. Anti-clockwise, just to take any excess out.
Oh, I see.
And it just sort of cleans the drum on it. So
Just makes it so quick and easy to actually prepare your food, and the fact it fixes down onto the countertop.
Yes, yeah.
And it's so easy to spin that handle if you struggle with your hands and things, or if you just struggle with grating and cutting things.
Yeah, this makes it so much
and
easier.
your hands are away from the blade.
Yeah.
It's so easy and perfect every single time.
Yeah, always use that safety guide. 575770, red or white ear options, just £25 is your price if you want to go for the multi-grater from Merlin. But back with our brand new launch for you, our pizza oven from Tower. That isn't just a pizza oven.
No.
It's also an air fryer.
It is the hero
What were you
of the
doing
show,
then?
which is Joe, and his pizza oven.
Are you looking for something?
You're doing a lot of walking tonight.
I really am getting my steps.
But we're eating
aren't
so
I?
much, it's probably good that we're walking so much. Oh, look at
This
that.
again. I mean, even this time, I wanted to cook that more through for you. So we're talking sort of medium well here. But even then, you'll see it hasn't dried it out. And this is the kind of difference that... Oh, I'm dribbling a bit. This is the kind of difference that cooking on cast iron
Succulent here.
will do. Isn't it incredible?
And you cooked that on the
Great
cast
result.
iron plate that comes with the machine.
Absolutely.
It's actually sort of the temperature of the plate that cooked that
Indeed
steak,
it does.
doesn't
But
it?
what we do is, of course, we heat that cast iron plate up to 400 degrees Celsius. So it means that when that meat goes on, it sears
And
it on the
does,
outside
doesn't it?
just beautifully.
As soon as you put it on, the oven knows how long to heat the plate up, tells you when to put it on, and as soon as you put it... Which you always fail in a pan, don't you?
It does. Just
And
like
it
that.
did. It's smoking. It was great.
It's great.
Liked
It really
it.
was. Should we get something else on the go?
Yes.
So I'll just come over here because again I wanted to just highlight really sort of, you know, one of the core reasons why we air fry and why air frying is so great, and it's for these kind of things, you know, things that you think typically need to be deep fried, and these are just some I've got
Picky
some bhajis and some
Samosas,
samosas.
pakoras.
I nearly said samosa and I thought, don't say samosa, that's not the right word. It is samosa.
And
let
any
me
of
just
these
take
sort of
my-
Chinese starters and even sausage
Yeah.
rolls and things
Yeah.
like that. It's
Yes,
brilliant for
yeah.
all those picky sort of foods, I call them.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful for any of those different things. And all I'm going to do, we take the shelf out, of course, when we're using the air frying tray, but that literally just slots into there. And then all we're going to do is close it up. Let me just remind you as well, because you've got 15 different air frying modes on here, which
great,
is an
isn't it?
incredible amount by any standard. And all we're going to do is select the different ones. But let me just run you through. It's got air fry, roast, grill, toast, bagel, bake, warm, defrost, proofing, dehydrate, frozen pizza, veggies, wings, fries, cake. Now I'm just going to put this onto air fry, 17 minutes 230. That sounds about right. I'm going to hit the button and that is it. It is off and it is cooking, which is
So those presets set the time, they set the temperature for you, and when it runs out of time, it switches off,
it
doesn't
will
it?
just automatically turn itself off at the end of cooking, yeah, which is fantastic.
And the
So
results are
really easy to
perfect,
do.
aren't they, every single time.
Let's do another pizza, shall we?
Yes,
So let's grab another dough ball. Let's take this one just here. And again, just to recap for anyone that's joining us, so you can use any kind of dough. You can create any style of pizza using this machine as well. So whether that's the sort of thinner Italian styles, some of the thick deep dish American styles like Detroit or Chicago. You could do a calzone if you wanted to in here.
I went through a time I loved
You did,
calzones,
yeah.
didn't I? Yeah.
I think it's because it cooks it obviously like pizza on the outside, but it kind of steams it a bit on the outside. Fried eggs on a pizza or egg on a pizza, I love it. Yeah, absolutely love it, because all you do is crack an egg on there. If I had an egg, I would crack
Do
an
you
egg
do
on
that?
one for you.
Do you do that right at the beginning, right?
When you're
On the
popping
dough?
it in, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure your eggs are really fresh though. So, you know, the best way to tell if an egg is fresh, when you crack it, especially if you're frying it into a pan, if the white stays together and the yolk sits really high up, then you know it's really fresh. When an egg's not fresh, the white runs and the yellow sinks down into the egg, yeah. So it's really important that your eggs are really fresh because you want it to hold and stay sort of sitting on the pizza. Otherwise, if it's not a really fresh egg, it's just going to run
That's a
straight off.
tradition, a certain area tradition. isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
Can't think where it is.
Florence, sort of Tuscany.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What else do you put on? Just the egg? Or?
Spinach, olives,
Right.
bit of
Oh,
garlic.
Nice.
You'd like
as
it, I
well. Really, really nice. Slices, thinly sliced potato. Really popular. It's a Roman style pizza, is potato pizza, yeah. Really super thin.
Actually, you could
and
use
they're
that
sort of
slicer that we've got, the
roasted.
Merlin slicer.
Absolutely
Perfect for that.
For that, indeed it would. So, should we do a veggie one again? Because we haven't done them. We
Yes.
roasted those veggies in our
A lot of goat's cheese.
air fryer.
Yeah.
Veggies and goat's cheese.
Yeah, we
All right.
love
All right.
Go.
Now, it's not only about the temperature that this comes up to, it's also about this stone, isn't it?
Yeah,
Joe?
which is really, really important, because what the stone does, again, it provides a residual heat. So what you would normally do is, when you cook in a large commercial pizza oven with a thin pizza like this, when you use your peel, you would put the pizza in and you put it in one part of the oven, and then what you'd do is you'd spin the pizza around, but you'd make sure you put it back in exactly the same spot. Because if you move it to a new spot, it'll burn. Because what part of the cooking process is the pizza absorbing the heat out of the stone as it cooks. So you always use your peel, you spin it and put it back where you took it from. So back in the same spot. So you don't have to worry about that, because, you know, obviously we're looking at an individual spot. But again, it's as much about the environment of the oven cooking at that really high temperature as it is about the heat transfer from the stone into the pizza. So let's pop some veggies onto this one.
And you'll see those results as well, because not only does the top of the pizza look and cook to perfection, the base of the pizza,
Look at that,
the actual
Hayley.
base is just delicious.
Really
Colourful.
Every pizza we've done, whatever topping you've put on, has been amazing.
A little bit of parmesan, and then we will put some goat's cheese
Love a bit of
on
goat's
Love a
this
bit of
one.
goat's cheese.
I'm going to put a little bit of oil onto the top of this one as well, just a very, very small drizzle. And
I do fancy as well trying blue cheese with pear.
blue cheese, great,
Not
yeah,
for
really, really lovely. Little bit of oil, just a little tiny little drizzle of oil onto there as well, just to finish that off. And then we'll put some salt on here as well, just to season those veggies. And then
I mean, that
straight in.
looks amazing already. Well, wait till you see when it cooks. So then you're using your, I can't remember what it's called.
Peel?
Peel,
Peel.
yeah.
Peeling it off the
Do
counter.
you know where I was really surprised to see has a real strong pizza culture? Japan.
Really?
Yeah. And
Have you been to Japan?
I don't know.
Joe?
Have I mentioned it? Honestly, if you follow me on social media, you will be to the gills.
Sick of the sound of it.
Friends fear that Japan has become my entire personality. It really does. I think of the top 10 best pizzerias in the world, something like 3 or 4 of them were in
Wow,
Japan.
that is really
The
surprising.
Japanese are really, really good at taking things, honing them, perfecting them, and they do it as well with like bakery, vinoiserie, pastries,
wow.
you know, real specific things.
I wouldn't
But
have thought that.
And
No.
it's actually a cross between like a very Neapolitan style pizza, like from Naples obviously, with kind of a thicker American style. And it's not that dissimilar actually to those thicker ones that we've been doing, but now they have like Japanese style flavours on them.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
yeah, it's
nice.
That sounds
delicious.
fabulous. And you could be making those at home.
Yeah.
Of course,
So
have a go
yeah.
at those.
pizza's gone in. How long are we
Pizza in.
thinking?
So with this style of base, we're looking at about 4 minutes. We've got it on 360 here at the moment. So that's going to be a good amount of time to cook that for.
And it does go up to 400 degrees, doesn't it?
It does go up to
which
400.
a pizza oven needs
Yeah,
to.
so if you were doing a Neapolitan style, which is quite a soft dough, and it cooks at the highest temperature, so it gets like mottled on the outside, with very soft, very floppy, very doughy afterwards. You can absolutely cook that style of pizza in here if you want to, and you'll get a great result.
And you've got all those settings as well, whether it's a crust pizza, a fresh pizza, or a wood fire style
of pizza, yeah.
It's got all those different settings, but at the same time, not only is it the most incredible pizza oven, it is also an air fryer with 15 different functions. Takes up to 12 inches of your pizzas as well, or you could be doing a few sort of little pizzas in there. You've got that fantastic pizza stone that makes sure not only the top of the food is great, the base of the food is amazing, but then of course it is your air fryer.
Oh, it is. And Joe has just taken out something that's been air fried. 15 different presets: air frying, baking, roasting. It's so versatile, grilling. And then we talk about energy saving when you're air frying, because it cooks so much quicker and it uses less wattage when it's air frying as well. Joe's just taken out, well, probably your perfect dinner.
Everything is just cooked to perfection. If it's the pizza, it's
Look at that
amazing.
salmon.
If you're using the sort of the steak stone, it's amazing. We've used it now as the air fryer, cooking fish. Perfect.
It looks great.
And salmon, I think, is another thing that can be really tricky to get right. And it's done it. And you did just leave that. You walked away and left
programmed it. I did nothing to it. Didn't even give these veggies a shuffle.
Wow.
But again, what I love is it really does a good job at retaining the moisture, this machine. Everything that's come out of here pretty much has been really succulent, which is, you know, not easy to achieve in a regular oven. Certainly easier to achieve in an air fryer. But again, you know, a lot of people say maybe they don't have time to cook from scratch or create something healthy. 20 minutes, start to end. You know, a lot of people's ovens would only just about be heated up in that time. We have created a meal in that time, which I think is brilliant.
And I think easily you could add 4 of those salmons in there.
Oh, yeah.
More of that, so you can, because there's
family
such
dinner,
a
isn't it?
space, you know, in that air fryer that you can cook for a big family. And again, just look at that salmon.
And again, let me just. Oh,
that is
so you can
delicious.
see, because look, really
That's one of my favourite
really
dinners.
tender, beautifully cooked. And that is a, you know, bung it in and go off and do something else kind of dinner, which is really,
You could be getting work done, you could be helping the kids with homework and stuff. The dinner, your air fryer is cooking your dinner, but at the same time, that air fryer is your pizza oven. And it also comes with that cast iron actual plate that allows you to sear meats and steak like you will not believe. It's so versatile, but absolutely everything we've done. Oh, look
We've
at
done
this.
already. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's just perfection.
How many pizzas have we made? So I've got.
We've done a lot of pizza.
Done a lot of pizzas
we've done-
tonight, but a lot of air frying.
I think I
Some
must have had more than I
fabulous
thought.
steak.
How many?
About 10.
About 10.
Feels like we did more. We spent a lot of time talking and looking at pizza.
And
didn't we?
eating.
And eating
There was a lot of
pizza.
eating
as
involved
well.
because everything just looks and tastes.
There needs to be a
so
little bit
good.
more eating, I think, before we
Are we
finish.
going to? Are we going to put anything on there? No, I think that's done. Let's just give that a slice. I must admit, this is my pizza wheel from home, and it's not a very good one. You want to get a bigger pizza
Yeah.
wheel, really, because that's going to allow us to use it on those sticker crust pizzas that we made as well. And what it will stop happening is, see where it's dragging the toppings off a little bit? That's because I don't have the best pizza wheel. So definitely invest in a sort of large plastic handled one, much better.
And that's cooked perfectly everywhere.
The base is so
Absolutely.
important.
So often in a regular, well, always in a regular oven. Oh,
That is
that
loaded.
middle bit would be soggy. Look how perfect it is.
And then on the underside,
Oh,
it's
look at
perfectly
that.
cooked as well.
It's like a top quality pizza from a top quality pizza restaurant,
It is.
and you've created it.
And of course, and the reason you're able to get these restaurant quality results is because this is what commercial pizza ovens have. They have a 400 degrees Celsius cooking temperature, and they have that stone inside as well.
And it gives you that perfect finish to the base of the pizza every single time. Whether it's thin, whether it's thick crust, doesn't matter, does it, Jeff?
Absolutely doesn't matter. It will all go in here.
And all the actual pizza bases we've pre-bought.
Yeah.
And so you can do that so easily, and then you can create your own pizzas with the I think the family will get involved. You'll have pizza parties, you'll have friends and family around. It is a really interesting way to cook, isn't it? But then that pizza oven that can bring that excitement for when you've got family and friends around will also be your air fryer, giving you great results. So you can cook up to a 12-inch pizza, and it really is authentic with that amazing pizza stone, and you get that incredible crispness, but you have got those 5 preset high temperature programs.
That's for all your
as well.
pizzas and for your searing of meats, your steaks, things such as that, and those 15 versatile preset programs. It's a pizza oven that cooks perfect pizza, but it's an air fryer that does more than most air fryers that I've seen.
Yeah, I've never really seen an air fryer with 15 preset programs. But then it has as well got that cast iron plate, allowing you to cook meats, steak especially, to perfection, searing that meat like you won't believe. And the actual machine does all the hard work for you. You just tell it what you're putting in.
Absolutely.
And it will virtually preset the programme for everything.
You know, 5 different high temperature heat settings, and then of course you've got the 15 go to air fryer functions as well, so it's going to do the best of both for you.
And it's really simple, it's really straightforward. And a lot of people might think at home, well, I haven't got the space for a pizza oven, but this isn't just a pizza oven.
No, no, it isn't. And you know what? You're going to absolutely love using this over summer. You've got most of the summer still ahead of us, so it's a perfect time to go for it. But then, you know, time we get to sort of maybe September, October, you're thinking, oh, I've got to wait till next year now to use that, if it was a standard pizza oven. But with this, you're going to then continue to use it all the year through because of all the air frying functions. And I hope we've shown you in this show, you know, it works brilliantly as an air fryer. Great as well to have the cast iron cooking plate, which means you can really elevate things like steaks in here too. So it's going to take you all the year through with a whole host of different types of cooking.
It's going to make you, I think,
clever.
happier in the kitchen, because all of a sudden you found the right tool for the job. And when you've got that tool that does things so easily and gives you great results, oh my word, you'll use it, I think, every single day of the week. Got to say a massive thank you to Joe.
Thank you. Pleasure as always.
Absolutely.
Always a joy, my friend. Always a joy. Great to see you.
Too.
We'll see you soon. Thank you for all the lovely food you've cooked us.
Wow, all those
and the
calories.
inspiration, I think, that you get from this kind of show, and the knowledge that Joe's got that you will take on with a machine like this, and the machine does all the work for you. Absolutely brilliant, eh?
Truly does. Incredible price. Got a market-beating deal. Should be £200. £129.99 is your price, and it will create the best pizzas I think that you've ever tasted, because I think these are truly restaurant quality pizzas. You've got the right temperature to give you those right results time and time again. And whatever that pizza may be, whether it's a crust pizza, a fresh pizza, or whether it's a wood style fired pizza, or whether you are doing a frozen pizza, but then of course, not only is it going to be the best pizza maker, it's then got, with all these extra accessories, and because of how Tower have designed it, it's so much more than just a pizza oven, because it's also an air fryer.
And that's why you should go for this machine. Cooking all those pizzas that we talked about, but then air frying, baking, roasting, grilling, well, however you want to cook in this machine. It is your oven. It can replace your oven, can't it?
Really can. I think you'll use this every single day of the week. I think the first week you'll probably just do pizzas in it every single day, because the pizzas are so good. Garlic bread is going to be, if you know, do your own base and do a garlic pizza, will be amazing. And then when you invite friends and family round, but then you'll use it as well as the air fryer. But do get that cast iron plate out and use it for steak, because the results we had in the steak was just incredible, wasn't it?
It really was, really succulent. And then when you look at this pizza, even though it's deep and it's a thick crust, it's light and it's fluffy. It tastes fabulous. It really does. Then you go across to things like your fries and your chips and your wings, and you cook. Air frying is a healthier way of cooking, isn't it? Because you're using less oil and fat.
Air fryer is so popular for many reasons, energy saving for many reasons, but I think always you'll use an air fryer because of taste, and you get the most incredible flavours in an air fryer, especially with meats, because it sears it on the outside. But if you are wanting to cook things that you normally deep fry, you can get the same results air frying, but without using the oil. So it's a healthier way of cooking. Honestly, so busy. And though this is very new, still very happy customers already. 5-star reviews already there.
Let's share a couple of those reviews with you. After being informed by my wife that the cooker was out, I decided to buy this. There's a choice of cooking surfaces depending on how you want the pizza to taste as well. Everyone is pleased with this air fryer. The taste is great. The pizza cooks quickly. It looks good on the worktop, and it's easy to move around if you need to. That's another great point. It will store vertically, so it doesn't have to be out full top all the time. Another review for you. What a great machine. I'd been after a pizza oven for a while, and I'd looked at many reviews. This one had no reviews at the time. That's because it's new, but I like the look of it and the specifications provided. I'm very happy with the results. I've since used the air fryer mode with good results as well. Very impressed, and I would definitely recommend. And that's what you want to hear, isn't it? from someone who's used the machine that they're over the moon with it and they'd recommend other people
and
to
you
use
will
it.
be the same. I think this will be one of the most popular products that we have because it is one product that does so much. And if you just wanted a pizza oven, and they can be so expensive and they will only do pizzas.
Usually looking at a couple of £100 for a proper pizza.
But they cook pizzas like they should be cooked. But you've got that pizza oven right here. But then when you're not doing pizzas, it will be the most incredible air fryer because it's got 15 preset programs. I don't know of an air fryer that has 15 preset programs. So then it makes it one of the best air fryers that we've got. But then it's got as well that cast iron actual plate.
Yeah.
And oh my word, if you want to see a steak and cook steak to perfection, all these extras come alongside it. And Tower are just so good at designing products that do what we want, and it is one product that does so much.
That first plate that you see there, the authentic pizza stone, that's really important. Alongside the 400 degrees of heat, that means it's going to give you that perfect finish on the base of your pizza every time. The cast iron plate is the second one there. That means it'll sear your steak. It'll be great for searing things like chicken and getting that perfect cook with all your different kinds of meat. The mesh tray gives you 18 litres capacity.
Oh, the capacity is amazing. You'll be able to use virtually all of your bakeware. You know, sometimes air fryers will only take smaller bakeware, but you'll be able to use all of your bakeware virtually in there because it is such a great capacity.
Yeah.
Perhaps you want to do a big lasagna in there, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, any bakeware that'll fit in there you can use when you're using it as an air fryer. We've got loads of products on the show. We've got loads of products on the website, shopontv.co.uk. This is our live show tonight. We've been busy on a couple of the different fans that you see there. You've loved the Merlin multi-slicer and grater for food prep. That's brilliant. You've got a coarse grater, a fine grater and a slicer. You've got a choice of colours. Red or white are your options there. That's all about easy food preparation, isn't it?
Lots of you put that in your basket alongside your actual Tower pizza maker, and it's just $8.33 in your basket. Join us tomorrow. We've got Bev back with us tomorrow. We've got the last of the stock of this amazing iron deal, which we can't believe the price.
We've got this iron. This is a bank holiday special at £79 for a steam generator.
Wow.
Join us for live demonstrations with Bev tomorrow, and we've got a great steam cleaner from Pulte tomorrow.
And another
for you.
great price on that
another
as well.
great price, yeah. So make sure you join us every evening between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. on ITV1 and STV, and you can also join us daytime on Freeview 89. But
yeah,
if you want to go for this, now is the time to check out. This was our summer launch, a brand new product, and we've been blown away by the results and how much it actually does, haven't we?
And you will be the same. The food is just cooked to perfection. Pizzas like you will never get out of a regular oven, cooked like they're professionally cooked, you know, in a pizzeria, but allowing you to get those results at home. But then an air fryer with such capacity and 15 preset programs, and of course that cast iron plate to do steaks like you could never do in a normal oven or air fryer. It is so versatile. It's an amazing price as well, a launch special deal, and it has been market beating, so grab it. And then we were saying as a Father's Day gift, I think a great present
brilliant
idea.
Father's Day present. Take advantage of PayPal Pay in 3, $45.65 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 911996 is your item number. Loads of you have still got them in baskets. Now's the time to confirm your order and check those baskets out.
I think for the first week you'll make pizzas every single night of the week.
More
But then
pizza.
after that
More pizza.
you'll use it as the air fryer. Then you'll do a steak, and you might have a steak every night of the week when you taste the steak. It will be something you'll use every day of the week, every week of the month, every season of the year. It'll be your go-to in the kitchen. It's a definite must-have. And don't forget, it does store on its side as well if you're thinking, well, you know, I want to put it away at times. But you won't. It'll be there working for you and creating great food for you and your family.
And make sure you get it home and see how easy it can be in the kitchen. And we will be back with you tomorrow night.
See you later.